That's right. Back live, Kdqn 92.1 with the Morning Brew. Good morning to all of you out there in Radio Land and everybody listening on the app and everybody going on over to Facebook Live, Kdqn 921 on Facebook.com. Check it out today.
You okay?
I'm angry.
I could tell when you walked in.
I'm angry today, my friends.
Get it off your chest.
Like an old man sending back soup in a deli. I'm angry.
Why are you angry? Let's talk about it.
My baby is sick, and they cannot figure out what's going on with him. And I am at the end of my rope.
Yes.
At the end of my wits, as they say. And I've just been flying off the handle on everybody. Anybody who gets in my way for a second, I've been flying off the handle. They're doing all kinds of construction at this house that's next to mine.
Oh, yeah.
And I pull up, and they got the whole road blocked with a cement truck. And they're waving at me like, just take a second. I pop my head. I'm like, move this vehicle! Get out and move it now!
Yeah.
This is residential.
Yeah.
This is I'm livid. Livid today.
Yeah, I could tell.
Bring the baby to the doctor. Can't figure out what's wrong with him. The third time in a row, just like, just give him some Tylenol. Well, there is none. Can't find any.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's not in the French language or something?
Something
What's our
like that.
excuse?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why you can't get it in Canada. Well, it doesn't have the French translation on it.
Yeah. You look fantastic today.
Oh, thank you.
Your hair looks great.
Feel fantastic.
Yeah,
Good.
good blazer.
It's
good
Tuesday.
shirt.
It's going to be a train wreck no matter what.
Yeah.
So I might as well look good when they pick my corpse out of the wreckage.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So bring him in. They're like, maybe he has a UTI. Let's
UTI?
figure it. Yeah, let's figure it out. Jam a catheter in him.
Aye.
3 times they fail, and then so you'd think after the second time it's like, all right, the catheter's not making it into this baby. So then they put like the bag on him that like catches. So we have to wait for him. That's not it. It's not COVID. It's not RSV. It's not this. It's not that. It's not all this stuff. Well, what is it? And don't give me that. Well, sometimes we just can't figure out.
Here we go.
I don't care. It's in your best interest to figure out what's wrong with this child.
Yeah.
You better. I'm gonna come back. Something better be wrong with this child. I don't care if it's some ancient Sumerian disease that has an effect that affects 3 people in the entire world. Find out what's wrong. And of course, the baby is nice during the day, like not as bad.
Right.
We get him home, sickest baby in the world, coughing.
It's like trying when you got your vehicle messing up and you take it
Yeah.
to the
Yes.
dealership and it's acting fine. And
Yeah.
they're looking at you like, what's wrong with it?
Yeah. Well, can you describe the noises it's making?
Yeah.
It's kind of going like a woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
He goes, whang,
Yeah.
whang, whang.
I wish his cry is now a defeated whimper.
Oh, no.
Of like that. He's just doing that at all the times.
Oh, man.
Coughing, runny nose, congestion.
And even like, not podiatrist. What's the
Pediatrician?
Yeah.
Some other nonsense.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
And all the time, cha-ching, cha-ching,
Yeah,
cha-ching,
exactly.
cha-ching, cha-ching.
Exactly.
I would.
All right.
I've got my suggestions that I don't want to make on the air.
Sorry, my baby isn't old enough to prescribe OxyContin and Hydros too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I know that's where you get your kickbacks.
Yeah, right?
Texarkana, Dr. Nameless. All right. I'm not happy.
Yeah, I can understand why.
He will not sleep for more than 5 minutes. He cannot enter any type of deep sleep at all.
So neither can y'all.
Exactly. Well, I'm not going to take the brunt. I do just fine. That's the
Yeah.
issue. That's
Mama's still on maternity.
yeah.
leave,
She's
right?
on the. She's on it.
And you're on the verge of a heart attack.
Yes.
So.
Yes. This is an issue. This is an issue for me.
Maybe time to go to somebody else.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I
But
think
you
that's your
know-
only option.
You know, moms and pediatricians.
Yeah.
They get attached.
Oh,
to,
yes.
Yeah.
You think you can trust them?
Yeah. But when you switch to a new one, I'm sure you'll wonder why you didn't do that earlier. Like
I know.
firing
Yeah.
somebody or breaking
Didn't you
up with
guys
somebody.
kind of experience that?
Well, we're finally they honeypotted us right at the beginning, to the point where we're like, sure, we'll drive an hour to the appointment, and we'll even get there 30 minutes early so we can wait an additional hour inside the waiting room until you put us into the little waiting room.
Yeah.
And we'll wait another 15 minutes in there. No problem. We'll do that. We love it. We'll do it 2 days after the baby's born, and then just like every other day from there for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Finally, it's stretched out. And I think now they realize they got all the good stuff out of us, all the immunizations, and now they're getting to the point where it's every 3 months or 6 months. Yeah. And now they're not quite as friendly anymore.
Yeah.
So I think the wife is ready to make the switch.
Yeah. I don't know,
It's
man.
the battle. I imagine every parent has to face. I imagine some are listening, like laughing, being like,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And maybe some pediatricians are listening, being like, listen, do you know how many times a day I have two, worried parents with their baby? Your baby's fine.
Baby's
all right. He's a
fine,
little
yeah.
sick.
I did
Okay?
tell you, the sickness in a baby, I think, is sometimes harder on the parents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one is too long.
It started just after Christmas, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
It's
been a
the
couple
same
weeks.
one. And
Fever?
and yeah. 10 he gets up to like 102.5 last night before we get him to bed. And that was the big advice that they said, if his fever reaches 102.5, or not that exact, if it reaches like 102 again, call us. And then what? Then you're gonna tell, well, come on back down.
Yeah.
And then we'll send you back away. What are you supposed to do? With a 102 fever, that changes nothing.
And can't get any Tylenol?
No.
It's just, dang.
No.
Okay.
And then they told us about some medicine that is unavailable. Can't get it. It's
Yeah.
not anywhere.
Oh, that's what you need, but can't get it.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So don't you have some at the hot? You can at least give them some for now, or figure it out.
Yeah.
There's this stuff. Oh, it's just like generic baby cough medicine and stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
Something is wrong with this child.
We've got like one little thing of Tylenol left,
Yeah.
and we're, the baby had a little bit of a fever over the weekend, and we were just like dreading the thought of having to give her any. 'Cause, it's what if we need it later on?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? This is America.
This
I think
is
we
America.
Can't make some children's Tylenol.
Yeah. We can't.
We're making lots of bombs to give to Ukraine for free. They
Yeah.
ain't paying for that stuff.
No kidding.
We're about to send them a bunch of our tanks, but we can't make Tylenol here for our babies.
You know what? I don't mean to make this political, but this is things that like the left particularly can't understand, that they have these massive issues, these identity issues and this and that, all this everybody
Well, that's
woke
what's
and free
important.
thing. Yeah, but then there's people like here who are like, no medicine for my baby.
Yeah.
No
Well, that Bruce
food,
Westerman
no.
was saying on Friday, about this rural-urban divide, which is such
Yeah.
I think a huge thing. And he was like, look, you guys are just about to have a hospital open up in your county. He's like, there ain't no people in cities cannot understand that. They don't appreciate something like that because to them they can just go anytime.
Yeah.
It's just way over their
100%.
under their radar or whatever.
Yeah. Why are you not worried about this thing or that thing? It's because it's like, well, man, we struggle over here, man.
Yeah, it's kind of real when you can't get some Tylenol for your child's fever.
And I'm getting like the 1,000-yard stare, like I just came back out of wartime. It's not that bad, okay? I'm over exaggerating. After dealing with a baby like that, I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And shout out to Allie, man. She's
strong.
She
Strong
is
person.
crazy strong with that child. So all of a sudden, a political. I can't get Tylenol for my son, so I'm just like Biden. And
Like, can I vote for something right now?
Yeah,
Can
please.
I vote against everybody right now.
vote going on now.
Yeah.
All right. Apart from that, I had
Politics
a
is
wonderful
local.
evening.
Right.
No, politics is local. That's true.
A wonderful evening, like 5 minutes you had in a shower or something. Yeah.
No. I wish. Jen,
Yeah.
how are you feeling?
The baton's to you.
It was a rough morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was like 40 minutes late to work.
What?
Yeah.
I should fire you.
I know
if I
you
wasn't
should.
so late to work.
Yeah, if he wasn't later, he might have noticed.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just keep getting up in the night to have to blow my nose and cough. And
well, yesterday you felt a little,
I was definitely a little feverish. I was when
Did you catch one?
Yeah, when I got home, it was almost 101.
Jeez.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Couple hours.
I'm sure that was from me.
Yeah, but
sorry.
it's no biggie. But I mean, I felt better as the day went on, but I'm still just so congested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you look great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm trying. We did get a new mattress though.
Hey.
And that's really exciting because we got one in the summer of 2021 when we moved here, like a few months after. And within months, there were these like huge divots in the bed from our bodies. Like you'd be expecting like a 600-pound person that was laying in that bed.
Or like, 5 years or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, not after a few months. And it was our fault that we missed the warranty on it, but we ended up getting a new one over the weekend finally, and I realized how much I missed like a good sleep, not laying in a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a big hole in mine.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of the smartest things I ever was told is that you should avoid buying a new vehicle if you just don't think you can afford one. What you should definitely do though is take as much money as you can and buy the nicest mattress that you possibly can. When you consider the amount of time you spend sleeping versus driving, and the sleeping a little more critical to your
point. And
to your well-being.
Yeah, you're investing in your well-being by getting a good mattress too.
I used to sell mattresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem, dude. Just hotcakes. Because you tell you, hey man, there's a 30-year life is on this thing.
Right.
Let's put a cover on it.
Yeah.
Dust mites are a thing.
I think we're about to get. I think the wife's got one picked out. We just got to click the order now button, but it's the Serta, I think it is, where it adjusts like both different. Yeah, we're just gonna. We've been buying cheap mattresses all our life. I know.
It's time.
I talk the talk. I've never walked the walk. I'm like $400 for a mattress is like what? We're getting wild here, but enough of that. Enough of that,
you going with the eye comfort, or are you going
the eye
with
comfort? Yeah. This is it. It's an investment, is how we're looking
absolutely.
at it.
You guys deserve it too,
and we've been saving for it, so it's about time we just go ahead and do this thing.
Rawls Furniture.
Yeah, I'm gonna come sleep over when you guys get that bad.
Yeah. Vox Post says the secret recipe for Tylenol was down in Biden's old vice presidential office that it can't make it anymore. So irresponsible.
Oh,
wow. Well, darn. Oh, no, you're completely cut off on Facebook Live, Patrick. Darn it.
Oh.
No,
you're fine. You're fine.
Nothing is looking.
I'll adjust it here in a second.
I will say quick. I bought a mattress off Amazon last, I don't know, like September, and it was a queen, I think, and it was really cheap, and it was memory foam, and it was really nice. It is really nice. Sometimes I sleep on that bed.
I shop local, Jennifer.
Yeah, well, sometimes not a lot of people can afford $1,000 mattress. Okay,
fine.
Amazon oppresses locally, so there's that, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's do the weather. It's brought to you by Horatio State Bank.
Agriculture is more than a business. It's a way of life. My bank understands agriculture. They're local. They're here for the long haul. Agriculture is a business that varies like the weather. That's why I need a financial partner I can grow with, in good times and bad, whether or not.
Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
Number one country weather.
There you go. All right. Today, I didn't refresh the weather. So.
It's mostly sunny.
Hey.
With a high of 69. We got a low tonight. 52 is going to be mostly cloudy. So watch out. Quite the change right there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, high 75.
Nice.
All right. Low 43. That's going to dip down the rest of the week. We do have some below freezing lows later on this week. But we're going to have a really nice couple of spring days here. Today and tomorrow are just going to be wonderful. Mostly sunny. Right now, 36 degrees outside.
Very true. I see a 30% chance of showers and possible thunderstorms tomorrow night before midnight. Guess we'll see how those shake out. Winds gusting as high as 25 miles per hour.
Yeah, that temperature swing, figured we get a little moisture out of that.
Yeah.
Other than that, looks like tail end of the weekend we'll have some, and into Martin Luther King Jr. Day, have some more rain chances then.
Boom.
But other than that, this is unusually high, warm weather for the listening area, no doubt.
For January.
Just the calm before the snowpocalypse, I imagine.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. That is your weather. It's brought to you by Horatio State Bank.
I was a little late this morning myself, too, inadvertently, because I had a dream, a really good dream, and I hopped back into it when my alarm went off. It was a dream. It's kind of got me a little sad feeling. It was all my friends from high school came down to surprise me here in Arkansas, but they also got with all my friends here in Arkansas and Oklahoma and Texas, and they all had a big thing. And they went over to Hochatown, and I was trying to tell them to get to the speakeasy. I was like, just go through the book cabinet. I get there, they're at some, a Chuck E. Cheese that's over there or something, and not quite the same.
Yeah, Topo DiGio.
I was in one of my vehicles that broke down on the way, so I had to walk from pretty much my house to Hochatown.
Yeah.
It's raining. I'm trying. My cell phone's not working.
Yeah.
In my dream, I somehow managed to delete all my contacts. Out of it. So I'm looking and it says address book 0 people.
Yeah.
In it, and I can't. In a dream, when you try to use a gun in a dream, it doesn't work. It's same with the phone. And I remember
symbols and you can't understand it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just foggy, and I was just in my dream. All I wanted to do was just throw it into the woods as I was walking along, and I finally made it. Everybody's having a good time. I'm soaked, and they're just like, "Where you been?" And then that was the part. When I woke up, it was right after everyone surprised me, and then when I went back in, it was vehicle broke down. I'm walking to Hochatown, soaked in rain. And my phone's not working, and that's when my alarm went off again. And I was like, okay, well, that was great.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Big party in your honor. You barely even made it to it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I was looking forward to all the, and it got me thinking, I need to tell them all to come down sometime. Show them a good time down there.
Yeah.
I had a dream that
I'm sorry, I was going to say, there's a few times I've thought about inviting some of them, but kind of where they're at in life, I'm afraid they wouldn't leave once they got here.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Never reached out to them.
It's a nice couch. You mind if I
stay here for a month or 6?
I had a dream about The Purge. I was in The Purge.
Nice.
I have that one pretty often, that it's The Purge all of a sudden.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just trying not to get purged.
Yeah.
And I think it was more like a video game, though, because I kept getting purged. And then respawning.
Oh.
It was by the same kid, too. It was like a kid with an axe.
Did you have a loadout, or what? You just fresh spawn?
No,
every
fresh
time?
Spawn every time. And I remember pleading with him after he killed me 3 times to please don't. And he was
Spawn
like, oh, okay,
camping.
yeah, sure. He was spawn camping me.
Technical terms. Sorry,
yeah. And then at one point I remember it was like snowing, blizzarding during the purge. And I was not in my house because it was full of purgers. I was outside in the back on a lawn swing. You know what I mean? Like the chair swing that you'd have in the lawn.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on that watching people purge other people and steal things out of my house. And yeah, it was not a good dream. It was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was all right.
I like purge dreams.
You like purge dreams?
Yeah, because I'm always pretty
Purgy?
not purgy, but I'm trying to think of the word. I'm pretty quick in those dreams. I know where to hide. I'm very good at hiding.
fast.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would you
All right.
purge if it was the purge?
I wouldn't. No, I would find a lot of joy in locking up my house and feeling safe.
Yeah.
Feeling safe.
Yeah,
huh?
I think it's
They
possible.
come through the window.
Well, don't you remember the first purge?
Yeah.
They had it locked down, and then some idiotic child, I think
Yeah.
it was a child,
Yeah.
opened the door up. And
Yes.
otherwise they would have been fine.
Yeah.
And they
That's
had,
why you don't have kids Okay.
They
Sorry.
had shutters on the windows and stuff, right?
Blast shutters.
And I've not seen the movie. I need to because I know it's quite the. It was a hit, right?
Yeah, it was
but
good.
this just happens once a year, or is it once every couple of years?
Once
or
every year, I
Once every
believe.
year. I
Yeah.
can imagine having to. That's where it would get me. Is like you telling me I got to pay for all these security measures for one day out of the year. I got to get shutters on my doors and windows and all this and that. You know.
But what if it made for a better America? Like what they say it is in the movie.
I would hate the cleanup.
Yeah, I don't
That'd be
know.
the
I'm glad,
I'm sure they'd have cleanup crews.
Yeah, purge cleanup crew.
But I mean, I know. I'm so not for it. I hope that's not coming off that way.
No.
I don't think I would purge, but we don't really know. Even you out there listening, going, "Oh, I for sure wouldn't purge." If they instituted it, you might be like, "I might purge." I don't know. I hate my neighbor. He's always, who knows?
Yeah,
Until you're presented with the opportunity.
Spreading his leaves onto my property when he's raking. Yeah, he's done for.
Yeah, I'm gonna purge him with this rake.
My craziest purge dream happened in my dream. I was in North Korea South Korea. When it happened, it was very different.
in North Korea.
yeah. But
No, they're purging themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to tell the whole dream, but I was locked in an apartment, thought I was safe, and then I could see this person that was peeking at me through the slit under the door, between the door and the floor.
Did he have a bowl haircut of
Probably.
hair like that?
Probably.
Yeah.
But it was really creepy with the eyes and stuff just staring at me,
Yeah.
trying to figure out a way in. Yeah.
All right.
Still think about that sometimes.
I have a lot of dreams about being chased by bears. That's probably like my number one dream. That's why I was so excited when they opened up bear hunting here in Southwest Arkansas. I was like, get them. Get rid of them bears. They ain't doing nothing for anybody.
Patrick's out there just handing out guns. Come on.
Yeah, tags.
Handing out guns and tags.
Get them all.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Going crazy. It's Tuesday on the Morning Brew, so we hate Tuesday. I hate Tuesdays.
Hey,
You guys made me hate Tuesday.
we'll say we'll get nice and level when Greg gets here because it was a very exciting day for Sevier County. I'm just going to tease it. We'll talk much more about it later on. But I want to say I did have a great Monday. Yes.
Good.
So we got home last night, and the wife and the baby and we were all like healthy and fine, and it's just kind of been hit or miss here lately, among the three of us, and it, not to rub it in your face, Tyler, considering it's the ongoing battle.
I
you're
would
dealing
do
with.
to you. Nah. My baby's fine.
I know, but I'm a little more mature. Than
okay.
but yeah, it was really nice. I had a nice big changes for my wife as well. I'm not going to talk about them on the radio. She asked me very politely not to, so I won't. But big changes for her, and we were going to do a celebration thing, but at the same time, it was like the first night we were all like healthy. We're let's just chill.
Yeah.
Not do anything.
Yeah.
And so we didn't.
I got a call yesterday.
I had 3 sloppy joes. That was
Hey.
that was
How are we
to
gonna have a
bookend
bad
my
day?
night. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got a call yesterday. I had to fax something off to somebody, and I get a call at the end of the day. I did it in the morning. At the end of the day, I get a call, and they're like, "Hey, Mr. Tyler Macy, we are, Mr. Macy, we are expecting a fax from you." And I was like, "I sent it earlier. Did you get it?" And she was like, "I don't know. I'm just a receptionist."
That's your job.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, you take the faxes, right?
I was like, "You're calling me, asking me to fax it. I faxed it over this morning. I asked if you received it. You're like, I don't know."
So it doesn't matter if I
They
say
didn't
yes
even
or
check.
no.
Yeah, I'm not privy to that information. I'm just a lowly receptionist above my pay grade.
What does that receptionist do then?
I don't know.
Yeah, I want their job.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, "Can you check on it for me?" And she's like, I'm like, "You can call me back." I'm like, "Does it need to be tomorrow before you know?" She's like, "I'll call you tomorrow."
Okay.
Because I guess why do something today what you can do tomorrow?
Yeah.
As a
You get plenty of
receptionist.
time to forget the
Yeah.
whole thing happened.
Well, they took the fax machine away from me. I kept faxing to China.
It's so hard for me to trust faxes if they just end up in the wrong hands.
I don't know why we even have them anymore.
I don't know. Just
I love a good
just
facsimile.
email it to me. We can't do that. I gotta fax it. So I had something faxed.
Well, I say
And-
don't email it, just text it.
Well, that would work too, but they
Snap
can't
me.
do that either. No, they can't do
You
it.
snap me a picture of that application. I'll fill it out.
The last fax I had, I called them and I said, "Okay, are you going to fax it right away?" Yes. Okay, so I come up to work. It's the only place I can get a fax. I make sure it's okay first, and then I sit and I wait for it, and I wait and I wait, and it finally comes in like an hour later, and it's
Sensitive.
It's sensitive information. And so I grab it, I go home, and they fax it again.
Yeah.
And it just sits there
And then
probably
I'm
all
sitting
day.
here. Yeah, I'm sitting here. It's nighttime, and I get somebody coming up, zabba dabba doo doo, and put it down, and I'm
man.
like, oh, I should probably hide that or destroy it or burn it. I don't know what to do.
That wasn't my fault. I'm just saying.
All right.
It's so embarrassing.
I don't know. See, I feel like I get something. Sometimes I see things on my desk that I feel like they were taken from a computer. They were copy and pasted into a Word program, then emailed to somebody, and then faxed back to us.
Yeah.
And then and then scanned back into the computer, emailed back and forth between a couple of people, and then printed off and put on my desk. So I'm just looking at it like, could I not have just got the original email? You know,
Right.
save the trees.
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
I'm saying. You know, we can do our own part. You know, here.
Reminds me of
Especially when it's just like, oh, this needs to like be on the website or something. It's like, so now I've got to type this all out from the piece of paper on my desk when I could have just copy and pasted it from the get-go.
Yeah.
And not printed it off 6.5 times.
Yeah, and the paper trail behind you is massive.
Yeah.
It's like in the mid 2000s when you download an MP3 from LimeWire or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
You remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
That MP3 was like, it was an original recording pressed onto a CD, you know, and then ripped off a CD into MP3, converted a few times, and then by the end of it, it's just this crackly, horrible mess.
Yeah, but it was free.
It was free, indeed. All right. That's about enough. We got to get into your that stuff. It's all the other things.
6:30 block.
6:30 block. That's what we've been calling it. And we'll see you on the other side for Jen's pro tips.
Yes, sir.
You got a pro tip today?
I do. I've got so many that I'm still debating which one to talk about.
I love
it. Yeah.
All right. An influx of pro tips.
Yes.
A surplus of fro pip.
Be careful
You
now.
get
You can say something you don't mean to say.
Whew, almost was just fired. I don't know what's going on.
I was listening yesterday, and I thought I almost heard a slip up when you were talking about the Dave Matthews event charity. Yeah.
What did I say?
I'll tell you off the air.
Okay.
All right. Ag Vantage Report.
Good morning, I'm Kate Morgan. It's time to take a look at your EAB early morning market update. Here's how the market's closed. March corn at $6.54, up 1 1/4. May up 1 1/2 at $6.54. January soybeans at $15.01 1/2, up 34 3/4, with March of 21 3/4 at $14.92 1/2. March wheat at $7.43 1/2, down 3 1/4. May also down 3 1/4 at $7.51 1/2. March cotton at $85.67, up 3.09. May up 3.07 at $85.69. January rice at $17.50, up 12. March also up 12 at $17.77. In the livestock complex, February live cattle at $156.78, down 58. April down 60 at $160.68. January feeder cattle at $182.70, down 110. March down 90 at $185.65. And February lean hogs at $80.28, down 225. April down 188 at $89.65. That's your early morning market update from your EAB Ag Network. Have a great day.
The first ever Arkansas Grown Conference and Expo is coming soon. The Arkansas Department of Agriculture and ag organizations are hosting this in-person event where our farmers who grow our farm-to-table food can connect, hear from experts, take farm tours, and network. Join us for the Arkansas Grown Conference and Expo at the Embassy Suites in West Little Rock, January the 25th through the 28th. The deadline to register is January 11th. Sponsors and vendors are also invited. Go to arkansasgrown.org to learn more.
Bad theater seats, cheap Halloween masks, my apartment, all things with obstructed views. Add to these large trucks and buses. 18-wheelers and large buses have big blind spots, and like my apartment, they don't always have the best view. Bus and truck drivers deal with blind spots around the entire vehicle. Always take care not to ride alongside or too close behind them. Our roads, our safety. Learn more at sharetheroadsafely.gov.
At the first sale of the year on Thursday, January 5th at Hope Livestock Auction in Hope, there were 1,039 head of cattle on offer. Number one steers, 3 to 400 pounds, sold from 205 to a high of 235. 4 to 5 weight steers ranged from 190 to a high of 227 and a half. 5 to 6 weight steers brought 180 to a high of 209. 6 to 7 weight steers sold from 169 to a high of 185, and over 700 pound steers ranged from 155 to 157. Number one heifers, 3 to 400 pounds, sold from 188 to a high of 212 and a half. 4 to 5 weight heifers ranged from 170 to a high of 200. 5 to 6 weight heifers brought 160 to 188. 6 to 7 weight heifers sold from 153 to 166, and over 700 pound heifers brought 140. And that's the report from the first sale of the year on Thursday, January 5th at Hope Livestock Auction in Hope. Cattlemen, we'll see you at the next sale Thursday at 12 noon at Hope Livestock Auction. For AgVantage, I'm Jim Onion reporting.
Here at First State Bank, we've been serving the area since 1973. We're local, just like you, and being local means we make local decisions too. We're here to serve you quickly so you can spend your time wisely and not in line. Now, that's just one of the many benefits you get when you bank with a local community bank. Bank at home with us at First State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All we're here to do. We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. Feel out $1 million bonuses are not the sort of thing we do. We're just a small fry with a little guy. We're a lot like you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you.
Pilgrim's Pride Kdqn Processing Plant has immediate openings for production workers. Both shifts, part-time and temporary positions also available with wages from $17.25 up to $21.95 per hour, as well as a $2 per hour attendance incentive. All new hires receive a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Applications available online at jobbite.com or at Pilgrim's Employment Office at 401 South 3rd Street in Kdqn, open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Pilgrim's is an affirmative action, equal opportunity employer. Minorities and veterans are encouraged to apply.
Do you need health insurance? Open enrollment for the Arkansas Health Insurance Marketplace is happening now. Do you have questions about plans and coverage or need help with enrollment? Visit myarinsurance.com to connect with an Arkansan waiting to help at no cost to you. But hurry, the final open enrollment deadline for 2023 health insurance coverage is January 15th. Find help today at myarinsurance.com.
Good health, good times, and good success. That's the wish for you and your family in the new year from James Hodge Dodge in Broken Bow. There's a Dodge brand vehicle for everyone as we kick off the new year. James Hodge Dodge in Broken Bow has special discounts, offers, and incentives to certainly make it worth your while to shop today. Check out the deals at James Hodge Dodge in Broken Bow, wishing you and your family a happy and prosperous new year.
We know you're out there. We know you have the skills. We know you have the tools. We're just waiting for you to apply. Ready to start your next career? Husqvarna Group has your opportunity. Full-time employment positions are now available with starting pay at $15.25 an hour. Apply in person at No. 1 Poland Drive in Nashville, Arkansas, or online at husqvarnagroup.com.
Harris Drug and Gifts has what you need for Valentine's Day. They carry cards and gifts for all ages, children, men, and women. Their full-service pharmacy is ready to serve you with all your prescription and over-the-counter needs. Most insurances are accepted and they have competitive prices. Harris Drug offers free delivery inside the city limits, and they're home to the famous Razorback Corner. Harris Drug and Gifts in historic downtown Kdqn, 584-3555, 584-3555. Harris Drug and Gifts.
That's right. We are back live. Kdqn 92.1. It's time for Jen's Pro Tips. It's brought to you by Harris Drug and Gifts, your hometown family-run pharmacy for over 50 years. Like you just heard, free local delivery, free gift wrapping, bridal registry, Gifts for everyone, including baby, home decor, toys, locally made goods. And check out that Razorbacks Corner for all you Hogs fans. And that's it. Right. Jen's Pro Tips brought to you by Harris Drug and Gifts.
Yes. I want to talk about a book that I read that I think everybody needs to read. This is my big pro tip for today. I'm skipping everything else because that's how important it is. If you are a fan of fiction and you're a fan of Stephen King, then you need to pick up his new book, Fairy Tale. I believe it's actually number 3 on New York Times bestsellers.
Yeah.
And it's been on there for 17 weeks on this list.
Wow.
Yeah. So
where'd you hear about this book?
Well,
where'd you pick it up from?
You got our mother the book for Christmas, and when she unwrapped it and I saw the cover, I was immediately hooked for some reason. I have no idea why. I'm not a big Stephen King reader. I love the books that I have read and whatnot.
Sure.
So just based off the cover, I went to Walmart and I bought it. And it's still there. There's still copies at Walmart.
So do judge a book by its cover.
I do. I always do. I'm sorry, but it's really great. I'd say like even your kids could read it, but there is language in there. Some bad language. Yeah. So
Stephen King is known for that.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's called Fairy Tale, and it's he created his own fairy tale basically, but he pays homage to a lot of old like Brothers Grimm fairy tales or stuff like Jack and the Beanstalk, even some newer Disney fairy tales. So he incorporates a lot of that stuff in it, but it's basically a story about a boy and his dog, and they're going and saving this otherworldly world that's
that sounds nice.
Found at the bottom of a well. I don't want to give away too much, but I'm just saying, if you like fiction, if you especially like fantasy and fairy tales, you've got to read this book.
Yeah.
I was absolutely glued to it for the past 2 weeks.
Fairy Tale, Stephen King. I'm a big Stephen King fan. I do like a lot of his books.
Yeah.
The Gunslinger series is fantastic. You know, lots of amazing books. And you're saying this one's up there, huh?
I'd say my favorite book series, I want to say my favorite book is Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss and the 2 following books. But this book is easily my second favorite. I would say first, but I don't think we can compete here with the other books. But it is so good. I would read it again and again and again.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get enough. And,
awesome.
And the way Stephen King is so descriptive about everything.
Yeah, he's quite good at that.
He is. He paints a whole world, and I think there have been some previous movies and series where the directors fell a little flat with that because he is so descriptive, and it's hard, you know, to I don't know, to...
Yeah, there hasn't been many good Stephen King movies.
Yeah.
You know, you have Christine, you have Carrie, The Shining.
Yes.
Misery,
yeah.
You have... Man, there's a few good ones, but then like the wealth of bad ones overwhelms. You know, The Langoliers.
Oh man,
I do like that movie, but it's a bad movie.
Yeah,
you know, it's not a good one. You know, The Stand, pretty good, but you know, still doesn't quite get there as far as the book. You know, book wise, It. You know, has always been a contentious one for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's really bad TV movie, but I like it. You know, I'm just saying how good all the movies are.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And I think
Green Mile. Call.
Yeah. I think that this book, man, if they made it into a movie, I hate saying it, I would be so happy.
Yeah.
But I know that it would be really hard for them to get all the details right.
Right.
But if they found somebody who was really passionate about the book and really thought that they could bring it to life, then I would so watch it.
Right.
But I'm telling you now, just go pick up the book and read it. It is so good.
You can find it at Walmart here in town.
You can, yeah. I think it's maybe like $20.
Yeah, $15-$20.
Yeah, something like that.
Worth it. You get the hardcover. It looked good. That's why I picked it out, because I don't get Stephen King books for my mother for Christmas and other events because she is the biggest, most massive Stephen King fan ever, and I know she's pretty picky with her Stephen King books,
Yeah.
and I heard that one was really good,
Mhm.
and it looked good on the cover and
Mhm.
stuff. So I was like, I took a gamble, and I'm glad I did.
Yes, man, it's so good.
Jen's pro tips is not just pro tips for the kitchen,
Nope.
or the cleaning,
Nope. Or
It's,
beauty or anything like that.
Yeah, it's also recommendations.
Yes.
It's entertainment.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, you gotta. I'm saying that so much. You have to read the book.
Yeah.
I cried so many times. It's just
Wow.
so well written. Yeah, I don't cry a lot during books.
My favorite book, and let's see if Vox Poe knows this one. Is Vox Poe a Cormac McCarthy fan? Because my favorite book of all time is Blood Meridian, or The Evening Redness in the West.
Interesting. I've never heard of those.
Oh, it's the same book. That's the title. It's Blood Meridian or The Evening Redness in the West.
Mhm.
It's fantastic. It's one of the most epic, insane tales. It's one of the most insane books you'll ever read. It's incredible. It's like you can't even describe it. Not for the children at all.
See that?
But once your children come of age, meaning like they're like 25.
Yeah, when their brains developed.
Yeah. Hand them that book. He's the same guy who wrote No Country for Old Men. He wrote The Road, All the Pretty Horses, and some others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I might have to give that a read.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So good.
Yeah.
Gruesome.
Cool.
Gruesome book.
Yeah.
That's not why I like
it's
it.
one of the most brutal books.
Yeah.
Among the most brutal.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah.
sure. Let's see here. Kelly Warren on Facebook says, I read The Princess Bride, and in the back there was a whole thing about a sequel, and Stephen King was supposed to be involved in it because he has ancestors from Florence, so he has a connection to the author of The Dread Pirate Robert, or Andre the Giant. I'm not sure exactly, but I thought it was interesting. Consequently, I searched high and low for that sequel and found not a thing.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Vox Post says not familiar with it. Highly recommended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put that on order.
Yeah, we're on, what? Blood Meridian?
Yeah.
I got 3 copies. You're
Oh,
good,
you
bro.
do?
Yeah,
oh,
I got 3
right
copies.
on. I'll definitely take one.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to sum up, if you like fantasy, I love fantasy. It's my favorite genre. And if you like dogs and fairy tales,
Yeah.
you know,
What's a
coming
better
of
story
age,
than A Boy and His Dog?
it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I'm just so obsessed with this book. I cried when I finished it yesterday.
Oh, you
And-
finished it?
Oh yeah, sorry. I should have mentioned
Okay.
that. I did finish it yesterday. And honestly, I would really love to talk to somebody about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I need you people to read it.
Yeah, somebody has to go out there and read it.
Yes, please.
We'll give you a prize for reading Stephen King's
Hey,
fairy tale.
I totally will. If you read it and you're able to come back and talk to me about it, I'll give you something really
There you
cool.
go. Look at that, bribing our listeners.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, that's pretty much, that's it, man. Jen's pro tips. I love it. I look forward to it every single day.
Yeah.
And it's more than just literal tips. It's entertainment. It's books. It's movies. It's whatever Jen Iffer wants to talk about.
Yeah.
And here comes Greg
Whoa,
Revels.
cowboy.
So here's the thing about Greg Revels. He looks stunning.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
does.
Are you not going to keep the beard now? Come on. The beard. So,
I'm going to keep it until we get some money.
well, here's the thing. I first ever heard Greg Revels. I'm a neophyte. Is that the word to use when it comes to the lore of Sevier County and the big players and this and that? I'm new to it, all right? So the first time I ever even heard of Greg Revels was on the radio. He was doing a ball game. And
Yeah.
I heard him a few times, and I had no idea what he looked like. And the first time I ever met him, he was in a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
I've been watching
Cowboy hat guy.
Yellowstone.
I was going to say, you look like you walked out of Yellowstone. My heart's like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, you look good, man.
That just makes you want to be a cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why.
Yellowstone, I gotta watch it.
Yo, I woke up this morning and my hair looked like Beth Dutton's. I was like, like it.
That's great. Yeah.
There you go. Well, we got to get into it. We're it's time for Genuine RV Power Trivia. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
accidents happen. Ricky's Body Shop can repair your dings or accident damage with results that speak for themselves. Ricky's Body Shop makes it easy, affordable, and reliable. They accept all insurances. You have a choice when it comes to repairing your vehicle, regardless of where your insurance company recommends. Plus professional home, auto, and commercial glass repair and replacement. It's Ricky's Body Shop, Lakeside Drive in DeQueen, 870-642-2811.
If you are buying or selling property in the area, trust Kdqn Abstract to handle the details for you. Kdqn Abstract has worked hard to build a reputation of excellence and to earn your trust. Their experienced team will close your real estate transaction promptly, professionally, and accurately. Kdqn Abstract is who you want to handle your real estate transactions. Kdqn Abstract, 122 North 3rd in downtown DeQueen. Phone them at 870-642-2533.
Sonic has something delicious for you. Hey, announcer guy, that's your cue.
Try the new Sonic Steak and Bacon Grilled Cheese. Savory steak mixed with grilled onions topped with crispy bacon and melty American cheese, plus creamy mayo and tangy barbecue sauce. Or try it spicy with zesty cheese sauce and jalapenos.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely craving that previously mentioned thing.
Sonic Steak and Bacon Grilled Cheese.
Mmm, Sonic.
Limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
All right. Genuine RV, Power Sports in Idabel, Oklahoma. Genuine. Go over there for all your motorsports, power sports, and RV needs. Go to genuinerv.com today. New owners, new signage, same great pricing, same great customer service. Check them out today. Jennifer has a question for you. She's going to read the question out loud, not in her head.
Yes.
You're going to call 642-2190 if you get it correct.
I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's just let her do it in her head
Yeah.
and see if anybody gets the right answer.
Volunteering.
I think you can get 2 McDonald's extra value meal coupons.
We'll double up the prizes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We used to do that. We used to do these Facebook Live sneak peek or whatever and let people try and answer it without even hearing the question. If you get it, you get whatever money was in that. We'd add $5 a week. It reached like $100 one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you all spent it then, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. 642-2190. If you get it correct, you got to call that number. If you get it correct, you win breakfast and a car wash token. Jennifer.
Yep.
What is the question today?
In a recent study, researchers found having these in your home reduced mental and bodily stress.
Got it.
What are they?
Ooh, I got it.
You got it.
Maybe this was too easy.
No. If we answer it on the first go, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
I didn't think he did.
So confident.
Yeah. To the phone lines. What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right away. Good morning. You're live on Genuine RV Power Trivia.
Plant.
That is
Plants.
correct.
Hey!
It is house plants.
I have a house plant. It's dying.
I gave that to you.
Why'd you do that?
Because I wanted to reduce your mental and bodily stress.
Well, it increased it.
Because you're killing it.
Who do we have on the phone?
Kdqn.
Deantha Gibbons.
Nice job.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
You're too smart for the morning brew.
That's right.
Yeah.
You are just too smart.
I'm going to have to come up with harder questions.
That's right. Thank you so much, Deantha. You can pick up your winnings anytime after 7:10. Enjoy breakfast on us.
Okay.
Oh, just like that.
So cute.
Yes. I love it when a kiddo wins the old trivia there. Kids are so smart these days.
Yeah.
Has that always been said when you were raising your kids, where you're like, oh my gosh, these kids are way smarter than me?
What other stupid things can those kids do today?
I was picturing just now our parents saying that and looking over and seeing me chewing on a table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I was eating dog food. And I was trying to warm my socks over the furnace once.
Yes.
It was like one of the wall furnaces that has like the red hot coils.
We had the dinosaur.
Yeah, I had a Jurassic
claws.
Park grabber. It was like the T-Rex head chomper, like that. And I was holding my socks over the fire, over the thing, and it dropped in there and like kind of burned a little bit. And I called my mom saying, "The house is on fire!" And she had to rush home.
It was a snow day in Arkansas.
It was a snow day, and our single mother, our single immigrant mother, who worked just across the street, couldn't afford a babysitter and just said, "They're fine."
Yeah.
And I set the house on fire.
She never said that, by the way.
No.
Yeah, she didn't say they were fine.
No.
She just didn't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thunderdome.
That's right.
3 kids enter. If 1 kid leaves, I'm lucky.
Oh, it's not like Patrick was around.
What's that?
Patrick wasn't around.
I think he was. Where was he at?
I thought he was like at a friend's house for the weekend
Yeah,
or
I
something.
feel like that's right.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I feel like it was just me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
We were really dumb kids.
We were just dumb. Eating dog food again. I think I only did it like once or twice, maybe. But
Yeah.
Jen likes to make it like, like I'm popping tins off Alpo cans and just slurping it down. It wasn't quite like that, but
we had honestly, it was such a great childhood.
Yeah.
When we were living in Hot Springs, that's just so many core memories there.
Exterminators.
Exterminators.
We loved bugs as kids.
Yeah.
We would run around and catch bugs.
Just no phones, riding our bikes at night,
Yeah.
so
Remember
great.
laser tag in the parking lot across the street?
I do.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We were Arkansas kids.
We were.
Now, I know everybody out there is like, you Canadians, and fair enough. I'm a Yankee.
Yes.
All right? But I did grow up like the first 5 years of my life in Arkansas. So something like that, right? 4 years?
7.
7?
Yeah. Yeah, because we moved in 2000 and I was 10.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
7 years.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm an Arkansan.
I don't know why you ever left.
I didn't have a choice. I'm sorry,
So
Mother.
did you leave Arkansas and go to Canada?
We went
Pretty
to
much.
Minnesota, which is basically Canada. Yeah.
What's that?
That's Canada Live.
Yeah. I asked what
Canada without all the benefits.
Yeah, true. I remember asking what Canada was.
Yeah.
But could you imagine that? Nah, I'm sorry, Mother. I see that you've packed up the whole house into a Buick LeSabre from 1976, but I'm choosing to stay behind. I am
Yeah.
a true Arkansan, and it's in my blood.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice. All right, I'm a Canadian. I'm a Yankee. Not by choice.
Conglomerate of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
indoctrinated.
I really think you're an Arkansan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That means a lot coming from you, Greg.
Yeah.
Because you're a true Arkansan.
You know, you just left for a while, but
Yeah.
you came back.
I came back.
You were born in Arkansas.
Yeah.
You're the
I
only
was shirtless
American
through
born.
my whole. I had no clothes on through my whole
Yeah,
first
just wear
7
a diaper,
years.
right?
Yeah,
And
that's Arkansas.
Not one of those cloth diapers.
No,
you know,
no.
That's what you wear, and it hangs down. You know, as the day goes progresses,
Yeah.
you just keep wearing it.
Yeah.
It just hangs down farther and farther.
Ugh.
The weight of it finally pulls you over backwards, and that's when you change them.
Yeah, exactly. And so you're just dragging this thing behind
That's
you.
right.
That's gross.
Oh Lord. Yeah. Come on now. A true Arkansan. Naked through my whole childhood, eating Viney wieners.
Yeah.
And
chasing bugs.
Chasing bugs.
Yeah,
You don't have to.
Come on, dude.
You don't have to show your birth certificate when you get a driver's license.
Yeah. You have to do that?
I do.
Because you're German?
Yeah,
You're a German citizen?
I am.
You're
I can live anywhere in Europe.
They were all born in Germany.
Yeah.
I was born right here in the U.S. of A. And, yeah, then we moved to Canada, and I felt cold for the first time.
Forever.
Yeah.
That was forever.
Yeah.
And then, like, what do kids do in Canada? They're not running around naked. They're
No.
definitely running around fully clothed in parkas and everything. And it's not bug hunters. It's, like snow analyzer or something. You're running
Yeah.
around. Let's catch snow. It was horrible.
I'm
and then what?
sorry.
And then what? What do we do in Canada? Nothing.
Not a whole lot. I have
Sledding.
a lot
Wait for
of
the snow to melt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get 2 months of
Yeah.
fun and then back to it.
I will say, in all the places that we lived, I think the worst was probably North Dakota as
Yeah.
far as the people go.
North Dakota.
North Dakota, because even though we lived in a small town, it was very
Fargo.
Fargo, yeah.
I lived an hour from Fargo.
Yeah.
Right where they buried the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived an hour away from Steve Buscemi's wood chipped up body.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jen.
No, that's all right. I don't know
go
what
ahead.
I was going to say that the people there are maybe I'm generalizing, obviously, but very cliquey.
Yeah, and they
you know?
drag you down.
Yeah.
Because their life is so miserable
Yeah.
in the holed up in their houses.
Mm-hmm.
They
it's
drag
hard to
you down.
explain. There's an air of superiority, I think.
Yeah.
With them.
But then you move away and you set your wings free like a phoenix and fly away into the sun.
And then you just never go back.
And you never go back.
Yeah, you just drive over the overpass of Grand Forks, North Dakota with
Exactly.
your middle finger out the window.
Yeah, and maybe you stop at the gas station and the same person is there running out. Oh, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a dog's age. It was horrible. I'm so glad to be back.
Yeah.
I got to flip a switch and turn a dial. Jen?
Sir?
What's your favorite thing about living in Arkansas?
Oh, that's hard.
Isn't it?
I love the people here.
Yeah.
I always tell my husband, oh my gosh, I'm so glad we moved out here. And I think 95% of it is just the people. Everybody's nice. There's no rushing around. You know, I like that. It's more of a, I don't know how to say it. Like, it's just slower here.
Chill.
People take their time. Everybody's friendly too. I mean, it's fantastic. That's one of my favorite things anyway.
Well said.
Mm-hmm.
Enough time for me to do what I needed to do.
Oh, okay.
We'll be right back with the news.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Your local news leader is Kdqn, Kdqn, Ashdown, Dirks. Local news this hour is presented by Shelter Insurance Agents Joey Bailey in Ashdown, Jeff Woods in Kdqn, and Todd Moore in Dirks. And by Teeter Motor Company in Mena. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
For KDQN News, I'm Patrick Massey reporting. Monday was a history-making day for Sevier County with a new county judge named who just happens to be the first woman to ever hold the office here in Sevier County. During Monday afternoon's meeting of the Sevier County Quorum Court, justices of the peace unanimously announced their pick of Sandra Dunn as the next interim county judge. She will replace Dick Tallman, who was appointed as interim county judge following the passing of County Judge Greg Ray in late August of last year. Tallman's resignation was accepted yesterday, and his tenure officially ended at 11:59 Monday night. Tallman, who served as county judge for 16 years between 1994 and 2010, agreed to the interim appointment through the remainder of Ray's 2019 through 2023 term. Tallman said he was honored to serve out the term despite the tragic circumstances that preceded it.
Kind of felt like it was my duty to at least offer because, you know, in that period of time, right after Greg passed away, and he was so well thought of, you know, the whole county was kind of in shock. And I thought, you know, at least I knew something about being county judge and could take over and finish out his term. And at the time, I didn't realize that, you know, accepting the position meant I was going to be there until the end of the next term. But as it turned out, we've got the right person to fill in as county judge, and you know, I was here for 8 terms, and frankly didn't want 4 more years as county judge. But I'm so proud that I was able to help, and hopefully I didn't mess anything up in the last 4 months.
Now, Dunn will be the first woman to ever hold the highest elected position in Sevier County. She previously served as the elected county clerk for Sevier and for the last few years as the administrative assistant to Ray and then Tallman. Tallman said the county could not have asked for a better person to serve as interim judge through Ray's 2023 through 2027 term. As Dunn was appointed to the position rather than elected, election law will prevent her from seeking re-election in 2026. Her term as interim county judge will officially expire on December 31st of that year. Following the Quorum Court's decision on Monday, Dunn thanked justices of the peace for the opportunity and said she was honored by their trust in her for the position of county judge. In his parting message as interim county judge, Tallman reminisced on his friendship with Greg Ray. Tallman's 2 terms as county judge bookended Ray's time as county judge. Tallman knew Ray before he was county judge, having endorsed Ray for his 2010 run for office. But Tallman also saw the work Ray had done for the county after he returned last year following the tragic passing of Ray.
You know, Greg was the road foreman. He took that job over just as I came back from the military in 1992, and he was the road foreman for the whole time I was county judge. And you know, for me and Greg, it was kind of a partnership in trying to make the county do the best we could for the county. And you're right. You know, I don't meet anybody that doesn't rave about Greg Ray. They loved Greg Ray, and they should. He did the best he could for the county. He was always energetic and always looking for something, you know, better to do. So, you know, I was very proud of him.
Now, we'll be bringing you more on this story later this week, particularly an interview with Sevier County's new judge, Sandra Dunn. We'll have some more local news for you here in just a moment, but first, let's take this break and hear these words from our sponsors.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See your Southwest Arkansas Shelter Insurance agents, Joey Bailey in Ashdown, the Woods Agency in DeQueen, or Todd Moore in Dirks.
Hey, Sevier County, have you heard? Teeter Motor Company has moved in right next door. That's right. Teeter Motor Company is your new neighbor in Polk County, and they want to show you why they have been the program car leader since 1968. It's a short drive to get the best deal on a pre-owned vehicle from Teeter Motor Company in Mena. Just stop in and see Shannon at 1201 Highway 71 South or give him a call at 479-243-2040. And remember, the deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
And we're back with Kdqn News. Officials with Sevier County's new hospital say the facility is just days away from opening and only awaiting delivery of its needed pharmaceuticals, which are expected to arrive as early as this week. Sevier County Medical Center CEO Lori House said on Monday that the hospital received its final pharmacy licensure and is only waiting on the delivery of its needed medications before opening its doors.
Yeah, you know, you can't open an ER and have somebody coming in that's having a seizure and have no medication to give them. We are, I think I've got 118 people on board right now, and we are ready to serve the public.
Now, House hesitates to say the exact day the hospital will open given the unexpected opening delays in recent weeks, but however, she feels confident the hospital will open this month.
I'm going to say by mid-January, we're going to be open. I hate to put a specific date out there. It's going to be as soon as we can receive those medications and get them in our system. You know, that takes 2 or 3 days. We are so close, guys. I mean, so very close.
Now, the recent delays were largely the result of licensure requirements and resolving the relatively minor issues that would arise from the opening of such a complex facility like a medical center.
When the State Department of Health came down to look at our facility for our licensure survey, what we found is that our nurse call system had malfunctioned. There was something in the system. It either wasn't laid out properly. We really don't know what it was. It could have been a power surge, but what we had to do is we had to come back in and replace 39 modules and almost all the wiring. And that took a little over 2 weeks. And then we had to reschedule with the state to come back down. So the state came back down, they went through everything, they gave us a thumbs up, and they actually gave us our license that day. That was one of our big holdups. But you know, when you're dealing with the state or the government on anything, we have a timeline in our mind, and then there's the reality of how long it can drag out. You know, from what I can tell, there probably hasn't been a brand new startup full service hospital like we are in probably over 40 years. I mean, there have been some surgical hospitals that are very specific, and there's been hospitals that have been branches off of big networks such as CHI St. Vincent or Baptist. But, you know, this is the first time it's been done in this state in many, many years. In fact, the folks that DHS, they can't remember the last one, to be quite honest with you. So, it has been a learning experience, but I think through COVID, going through a pandemic, going through the nurse shortage, going through everything that we have, I think we've done very good.
Once opened, the 15-bed Sevier County Medical Center will offer a broad range of medical services and will provide the first 24-hour emergency care unit in Sevier County since the closure of the privately owned Kdqn Hospital in the spring of 2019. In our next story, a Kdqn man was arrested Sunday on accusations of attacking his girlfriend and holding her prisoner at knife point for several hours while visiting family in Garland County. 20-year-old Caleb Austin Chapman was initially arrested by Pike County authorities and handed over to Garland County Sheriff's deputies at the county line about 5:15 that evening on a felony charge of first-degree false imprisonment, punishable by up to 10 years in prison, and a misdemeanor count of third-degree domestic battery, punishable by up to 1 year in jail. According to a probable cause affidavit, Sunday afternoon, Garland County deputies spoke to a Pike County Sheriff's deputy regarding an assault that had reportedly occurred in Garland County. Pike County deputies were with Chapman and a female, age 21, who had called 911 to report that Chapman had quote-unquote beaten her and threatened her with a knife over the course of several hours earlier. Deputies noted that she had injuries to her face and leg that she reportedly suffered in the altercation, which occurred at a residence on Long Beach Terrace in Garland County. The deputy spoke to the woman who stated she had been with Chapman at the residence since Saturday visiting his family. She said Chapman was upset with her about messages he quote-unquote did not approve of, and they got into an argument. Chapman allegedly left with the vehicle and stopped the vehicle at one point in Kirby because he was tired. After he fell asleep, the girlfriend got her phone back, ran to a nearby church, and called 911 and her family for help. Pike County Sheriff's deputies responded and located her and Chapman. They reportedly found a knife in the car and took photos and statements from both. Chapman was taken into custody at that point. And just a final reminder that tickets are available right now for the Sevier County Fair and Rodeo Association's second annual Drawdown fundraising event scheduled for February 11th. The event will begin at 6 p.m. that night in the Kdqn High School cafeteria. Tickets are $100 each and will include a steak dinner for two with all the fixings. This will support a great cause in the Sevier County Fair and Rodeo Association, but another major highlight is part of this event, a chance at a $5,000 drawdown prize. There will also be additional door prizes, raffles, other chances to win, and to help increase those chances, only 140 tickets are being sold for this year's Drawdown fundraiser. So don't delay. Contact any Fair Board member to get a ticket ASAP. You can reach out to the Sevier County Fair and Rodeo Association through its Facebook page to obtain a ticket. We'll be back with some more local news at 8 a.m. as well as 12 and 4. But in the meantime, check out your number one country online at kdqn.net. You can also find us on Facebook. This is KDQN News.
Local news this hour has been presented by Teeter Motor Company in Mena. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter. And by your Southwest Arkansas Shelter Insurance agents, Todd Moore and Dirks, Jeff Woods in Dqueen, and Joey Bailey in Ashdown. For local news when you want it, 24 hours a day, go to our website at kdqn.net.
At Weyerhaeuser, we're experts at using trees to offer a sustainable solution for shelter, hygiene, packaging, fabric, plastics, and other products you may not expect, while also providing recreation, wildlife habitat, and other important ecosystem benefits. And we do it the right way so our forests will last forever. If you would like to explore our rich history of innovation, expertise, and strong values, visit our website at weyerhaeuser.com.
Are you looking for a friendly and reliable bank? Turn to Idabel National Bank, where we offer an array of banking services for all your financial needs. Since 1921, Idabel National Bank has offered a variety of savings and checking accounts, financial planning, and lending services, including consumer, business, and home loans. Here at Idabel National Bank, we take pride in our customer service. So if you're looking for exceptional financial services, make sure to stop by Idabel National Bank on Southeast Washington Street in Idabel. Idabel National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Are you ready for fiber to the home internet service? 4 States Fiber is in the process of building a network to reach every Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative member, bringing 1 gig fiber internet service to homes and businesses with unlimited data, free installation, and no contracts. From high school sports to the Hogs to the pros, stay in the action as you stream your team to victory. Visit 4statesfiber.com and click on Check Availability for more information. 4 States Fiber, internet service you can be happy about.
At United Ag and Turf, we know that everyone's version of work is different. Fixing the fence line or feeding the herd, handling heavy loads in tight spaces, prepping the ground to help feed the world, or cutting your grass like a work of art. Whatever your work is, we can get more done united. Find the John Deere tractor package that's right for you at the price you're looking for. Online at UnitedAgAndTurf.com. So let's get to work with United Ag and Turf.
You're independent. So are we. We're a locally owned independent bank. Because of that, we make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town loan committee to get together. We offer fast, quick answers on your loan requests. Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
Ashdown High Schools offer great programs to prepare students for today's workforce by providing programs where students learn the importance of teamwork and communication skills, like Ashdown High School's Serenity Cafe.
Start your day off right, socializing with friends over great tasting fruit slushes, lattes, frappes, coffees, and more. Located in the Old Bend Hall. Open 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. Check out our seasonal offers along with fall and winter favorites.
Order online at AshdowNschools.org. Just look online for the coffee order tab.
We are Ashdown!
That's right. Oh, we're back. Live. 92.1 with the Morning Brew, live on Facebook. Like, share, comment, my friends. You can put in the drawing for this great thing we have on Friday. It might be that. We might just give away that thing.
Yeah, I think it'd be best just to get rid of it, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I like that.
You like it?
Yeah.
I'm sure the listeners love it.
Yeah.
Your little rubber chicken.
Yeah.
It's not even rubber.
It's not even rubber.
Nah. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, some kind of polyurethane or
Yeah,
something.
some kind of stuff that make gas prices go up.
Yeah,
Make that
definitely
chicken.
illegal in California.
Yeah, we can produce those, but not Tylenol for babies.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say that this is probably made overseas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't look.
Yeah. I can only imagine what like a Chinese factory worker must think when he's putting together a little rubber ducky
Yeah.
here and then being like, so this is what America wants
Yeah.
right here is this rooster with a guitar in its hands. Okay.
And they buy all their stuff from us, right?
Just raw minerals and resources and stuff should keep here.
We don't make anything in this country. We just this is mostly just service. This is our
We make Toyotas.
Yeah.
We make Volkswagens.
Yeah,
yeah. I think Subaru's opened a factory over in somewhere on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
No Fords though.
Oh,
we
we do that.
Yeah, there's some. There's some for sure.
A couple.
Yeah. Trump brought those back, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can still check that first number on the VIN on your vehicle's VIN will tell you where it was made,
Indeed.
or at least assembled. You got to
Yeah.
remember, it might have been parts made somewhere, assembled here.
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
Well, I was hoping to have the man, the myth, the legend, the big star on
Charlie Farley?
Charlie Farley on the show today or tomorrow. I told him.
Yeah.
He's trying to get over a little bit of a. I shouldn't. Maybe I don't want to say that out loud, but you know, he's
the same thing everybody else is dealing with right now.
Yeah, he's not feeling
man.
super well, so and I'm sure he wants to come in and have a good time.
I know you got him, you organized him to come, but you were keeping it hidden in your pocket.
A little bit.
Yeah, but
Little
I was
bit.
excited.
Yeah, me too.
He's a great guy. Absolutely great guy.
I can't wait. We still have yet to play his new song. We just need to find a time to fit it in.
A perfect time to do it when, before or after.
Exactly.
Maybe
exactly.
do it live,
Yes.
So.
Go check it out, Bellarmine Road on, you can see YouTube or Spotify, anywhere where you can find Charlie Farley's music. You can go hear that.
And
honestly,
obviously the name's going to be extremely familiar to all our listeners. Even if you haven't heard the song or know his music, Bellarmine is a good testament to where his heart lies.
Yeah, and it's a different type of song. He's a country song.
Yeah.
Yeah. More like instead of that, the
hip-hop country.
Yeah. Hick hop, I believe they call it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not joking. That's not a joke on my end. They call it hick hop.
Hick hop.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're very excited for that. And get well, Mr. Farley.
Yes.
Yes. No relation to Chris, although he says that he as funny as he is, he's not related to Chris Farley.
Ah, man.
But he'll be here soon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Good.
yeah, hopefully he gets well soon, and excited to have him on here. But for now, we got to just have our special guest, Greg. Wait, you're not even a special guest
No,
anymore.
I'm not a guest, and I'm not special.
He's hired help now.
Yeah. He learned the board yesterday.
Yeah, I can run the board.
He can run the board now.
Yeah, right into the
I can
ground.
put us right off the air.
Yeah.
Easy.
Either that or there'll be commercials playing while we're talking or nothing going on.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the day it's just me and Greg on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be really fun.
Me too.
There'll be blood all over the studio.
Whose blood?
It may be us doing our own.
Well, I hope it's not mine.
We're just going crazy.
Somebody's.
Yeah, we just be going crazy in here.
Man, it'll be something else. The day I have to do this all by myself as well. Yeah,
I can't wait.
There's a dictionary right there.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
already been eyeing
He's going to read it.
Yeah. Well, that or the phone book. You decide.
Well,
Okay? I'll let the listeners decide what they want to hear.
Yeah. I want Patrick to go, wow, it's time for the morning brew.
That's right.
I
That's right.
at my house sometimes because yes, because the listener might have a certain expectation of what I would be like on the radio by myself, and I want to surprise them.
Yes.
Also, you've got it all.
Oh yes.
Yeah. You got a costume and everything.
Yeah.
All
Yes,
right.
I do.
That's good.
It's
That's
pretty much similar to this chicken. Actually.
This is Kdqn Live.
That sounds like great fun. I'm not going to let you do it by yourself. I'm going to come watch you.
Yeah, just through the window.
Yeah, I'm going to stand right there and watch.
Some popcorn.
It's a petri dish.
That's right.
Oh man. Well, hopefully it never happens.
Hopefully not. No, I mean you do it well on your own, Patrick.
You're kind.
Yeah.
You're kind.
Let's do the weather. It's brought to you by First State Bank.
Looking for a bank that cares about you and your community? First State Bank is your community bank. We're involved in our community because that's important to us. That's what local businesses do, and we're a local business too. Visit us to see how you can join the First State Bank family today. You'll even get a free gift if you join, because that's local banking done right. Terms and conditions apply. First State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. Feel lots of $1 million bonuses are not the sort of thing we do. We're just a small fry with a little guy. We're a lot like you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you.
Number one country weather.
All right, taking a look at the weather today. Mostly sunny with a high near 69. Light and variable winds coming from the south, about 5 to 10 miles per hour this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 52. Calm winds this evening. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near, guess it, Greg, what's the high tomorrow?
64.
75.
75?
Yeah, 75 high
I'm getting
tomorrow.
my shorts out.
Yeah, that might be great motorcycle riding weather.
Normally when it's that warm,
it's
a little icky.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
fair
like-
enough, yeah. Humidity and moist, gross.
Yeah,
Moist.
but hopefully not.
Hopefully not, yeah. Tomorrow night does have a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. That explains the hike up in temperature. Partly cloudy, a low of 43. Strong winds, too, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 56. Again, those winds reaching 30 miles per hour. And on it goes. Fairly normal weather, except we will be getting lower temperatures. Friday night's low, 29.
Yeah.
That's below freezing.
Nearly a 50-degree difference between Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah.
night.
I saw somebody post on Facebook about how they're from England living in America, and they were posting about how dumb the American, the Fahrenheit system is.
Yeah.
And they were like, Celsius, 0 is, freezing, and 100 is when water boils,
Yeah.
makes sense. And here
It's just
it's
everything
like,
in between is
Yeah.
You know
it's
what
all weird.
You know what I say to that?
What?
Go home.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, if you don't love Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
you
I
go
wanted
back.
to comment, we're on the freedom system, as in the freedom to just be like, freezing is 30, you know?
2. Yeah.
32, yeah. All right.
It's boiling. 212?
Yeah,
212.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Absolutely.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. I do. At some
Freedom
point, they
system.
turned the same because I remember looking at that once. And after somebody asked me, like the coldest I'd ever been, I think I might have said this last week, but the coldest I ever saw was minus 63 in Manitoba, Canada. Minus 63 degrees. That was not counting the wind chill. That was just the ambient temperature outside. And the question of was that Celsius or Fahrenheit at that point? At first one and then the other, and then it turns to the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. After what, like minus 7 degrees or something like that, it becomes the same.
Yeah.
And then it's similar.
Yeah, it's just too cold to care.
It's pretty cold. I mean, at that point, it's like less than 2 minutes. Exposed skin will be frostbit.
Yeah. Too cold that Americans will just go to the Celsius system. That's what that is. They're just
to make it sound warmer.
Yeah. Oh man, that's true, man. I've been in some pretty cold places, but I always love that Manitoba, Canada. Like, bless you. What did you just say? That's
watch your language on the radio.
Yeah. Where are you from? I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Oh, I'm from Dallas.
That's right.
You know where that is.
Yeah, or usually, how close is that to Niagara Falls? Arkansas is closer, to be honest.
True.
Arkansas is closer to Niagara Falls than where we live. By like a day.
Yeah. They call it Winterpeg, Manitoba. That's what they call it. Yeah.
I have no idea where that is.
Oh, it's.
I mean, I know it's in Canada.
It's in the middle. It's literally in the middle of nowhere.
Not much of a stray dog problem, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Very. It's true. Or hogs. They don't got none of those problems.
No, just polar bears getting in the trash every once in a while. In the northern stretches of the city.
Yeah. What's the coldest you ever been, Greg?
Branson, probably a couple weeks ago.
No, whatever it was it last year or the year before? When it got down below zero?
I think with the wind chill, it was colder just a few weeks. But like that Christmas weekend, now it was.
No, it was in January when it stayed cold for a few days. Couple of weeks. I mean, a couple of years ago.
February of 2021, we recorded -5.
Yeah,
that was ambient. That's not, but there was no wind chill. There was really no wind, if you remember. And it was just warm enough. We still got that foot of snow.
Yeah.
What we had a couple of weeks ago, like right before Christmas,
-4, the coldest morning.
-4. Yeah. But if we want to go with the wind chill, it was -15.
Yeah.
Which I mean was cold.
That's cold. -15 and -60.
There's not much difference.
Both are just
bitter,
face-bitingly cold.
Yeah,
if I may use that expression.
I'll say if everyone who survived that wind, everyone did right here. If you guys could make it in Canada with what we experienced just a few weeks ago, you do just fine. If you wouldn't mind having that every day for 8 months.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
Then you get 3 days of summer and it goes back.
Oh, it's so depressing.
Yeah.
But that's probably the coldest I've been, is when that happened.
You know, somebody asked me the other day, like, because our mom left and stepdad, and it's sad, you know, they got their first grandkids, and so it was very sad departure, you know, them having to go back to Canada. And somebody asked me, like, well, how long do you think it is before you move back up there? I don't even want to think about it. Like, it breaks my heart to think the idea of leaving Sevier County.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To that?
My wife once a few years back threw out the idea, you want to move to Mena? Like, no. No, I don't. It's give me a heart attack even thinking about it. Ugh.
Yeah, we don't like change.
No, you're not going north anymore, are you?
No. Ben Lomond is. Yeah. Ben Lomond looks pretty good.
Yeah.
That sounds really great to me.
Yeah.
I would not live anywhere else.
You're as north as you'll ever live. I think.
I hope so. I hope so. I'm just trying to talk to them into, coming down here.
Yeah.
I got the rest of y'all down here. So.
Yeah, fair enough. You've done well so far. Yeah. What about Dad?
Now, speaking of Ben Lomond, I thought it was a little interesting. I told you I watched The Last King of Scotland the other day, which is a surprise. Really didn't know much going into it, but at one point, here's a Ugandan tribe singing about Ben Lomond.
Really?
in it. Yes, and Loch Lomond. You know, and I remember hearing about Lomond is a mountain. That's Scottish for mountain or hill, really.
Yeah.
And when I first moved to Arkansas and saw Ben Lomond, I was like, I looked it up. Been named after Ben Lomond in Scotland, and which has Loch Lomond, Lake Lomond, right next to it. And then watching The Last King of Scotland, they're singing about Ben and Loch Lomond. Thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. They were definitely talking about Arkansas, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely.
No.
Most
had to be.
Had to be.
In the movie Idi Amin, he had quite the passion for Scotland.
Yeah.
He told that the doctor who he befriended, he said, if I could be one thing besides a Ugandan, I would be from Scotland.
Yes.
But
Forrest
you,
Whitaker.
you do know that Sevier County is the center of the universe, though, right?
It seems to be. He says Branson.
Yeah, Branson.
I don't know. I mean, all I know is I can go anywhere, and I always see somebody that either is from this area, has family from this area, or has been to this area.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah,
Fair
even
enough.
stretch it when we interviewed a guy recently on a podcast who spent 20 years in Beijing, and he said he made good friends and had I forget, he said it was a band member or a friend he had in Beijing the whole time who was from Hot Springs, Arkansas, you know, and so I'll give you, I've met a lot of people, places who maybe they at least traveled through here, you know.
Yeah.
The Sevier County Museum, Karen Mills was telling me once that Rue McClanahan's vehicle broke down in Kdqn, you know, and help put us on a map as a good place to get your vehicle
Just
fixed.
like that.
That's right.
Everybody's been here then. Rue McClanahan. Everybody.
Yeah. And I can't remember what her name was, but somebody that was on Survivor right after they were on there.
Yeah.
They were in the Easy Mart at the junction,
really?
70-71 junction.
Well, there you go.
What is the
Big old crowd out there, paparazzi.
What's the Sevier County paparazzi look like?
You're
looking at it right there,
right here, Pally. Yeah.
You're gonna get hit in the head from what is his name, Topher Grace or whatever his name is. Who's the guy who played Spider-Man?
Was it Elijah Wood?
Something like that.
One of the
really
Frodo guy.
Yeah, Frodo. I don't think so.
No, it wasn't Frodo.
I was reading about paparazzi last night because my wife tells me that King Charles killed Princess Diana. I never heard that before.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
King
I
Chuck.
look into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chucky.
Chuck.
I don't know. I didn't realize that was a whole rumor thing. So,
Yeah,
I'm not about to
absolutely.
get into it right now.
All right,
so,
fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what we are about to get into. It's time for the local lowdown. The local lowdown this hour is brought to you by Southwest Arkansas Accounting Services. Same great service, same great people, formerly Revels and Company, but everybody knows them, and they're willing to give their personalized service to everyone.
They're leaner and meaner nowadays.
Yeah, that's right. They dropped 200 and... All right, I'll stop there. And then it's also brought to you by they dumped it. Also brought to you by Redstone Heat and Air, serving Sevier County and the surrounding area with quality duct cleaning, equipment replacement, and HVAC services. And also by Kdqn Motorsports, ATVs, mowers, trimmers, parts, service, and accessories. You name it, Kdqn Motorsport has it for you. What's going on locally?
That's a tough question. That's a loaded question because there's a lot going on lately. But I think, Greg, I'd be remiss if we did not talk about the history-making day for Sevier County yesterday.
Yeah, amazing day. Very, very qualified candidate to serve as interim county judge, and Sandra Dunn, first woman to serve as county judge in Sevier County. And I can't think of, if I had to pick the first one to do that, I couldn't pick a better person than Sandra.
Oh, absolutely. I know they had several resumes, but it looks like it was, given that the Quorum Court unanimously approved her, it was an easy choice for them. Of course, she brings decades of experience in county governance to the office. I'm absolutely with you. I couldn't imagine anybody else in that position right now. Of course, the circumstances that led up to this, extremely tragic. That both her and are just past interim county judge Dick Tallman. They said this is not how they would have ever liked to see themselves in office, obviously, with the passing of Greg Ray. But you know what? I think everybody, and especially Greg Ray, looking down, knows that this county's in really good hands.
This question that I have brought to you by Redstone Heat and Air. Don't wait till the breakdown. Get your heating and cooling system serviced today with Redstone Heat and Air. Visit the Kdqn Facebook page and click the link to Redstone Heat and Air for more info and pricing. I may have missed this, and I may be asking a dumb question here, but why appointed and not elected? Yeah, I heard you on the news, and can you explain the process there? We just had an election. Did we not do anything? You know, I'm confused as the royal we.
I'd be glad to take it if
you go ahead.
All right, and you feel free to correct or add however you like. But the big reasons that the filing period had ended by the time of Greg Ray's passing. Of course, he passed August 31st that evening. Filing period was over. In that case, he was running unopposed, so there was no one else running for the position. It was too late. Election law does not require, you can't have another filing period. You cannot have another. You know, some people are saying, why don't we have a special election? Well, that is not provided for in state election law. This was all the quorum court, county clerk's office, all of this. They vetted everything that they did through the Secretary of State's office. Of course, is responsible for regulating how elections occur. Some listeners may remember the passing of Judge Castleman in Little River County and how the judge at Cranford was actually appointed. I had a couple of people actually say, no, he was specially elected. Why didn't they do that in Sevier County? I talked to Judge Cranford just to verify all that. He said, no, I was appointed. That's how this process works.
I see. So the quorum court of a place appoints a judge.
They have to appoint. Since the election process, this happened right after the filing period, but before the election, the only option that was available to them, according to state election law, got to follow law, was to appoint somebody for the remainder of the term. There was 2 terms there. There was the one that Ray was finishing up last year, and then the new one that would have started in January of this year.
And Dick Tallman, is that an appointed? Was he an appointed judge as well for that period? And then, okay, I got you.
Yes, but of course he was in retirement.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
Well, what I was going to say, he was appointed to fill out the entire term, which would have included the 4 years. He never wanted to do that.
Right.
And so he had to resign. Then they had to appoint another person, which was Sandra.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, he was retired. He served 16 years as county judge, total 8 terms. That was back when it was still 2-year terms. So he, Greg Ray was kind of his protege, and he stepped down so Greg Ray could run for that position. And Dick Tallman, he was obviously a county official for a long time, was retired.
Just made sense.
But no one was better prepared to kind of wrap up these last few months of Ray's term than the previous county judge. So he came and wrapped it up, made sure that it was more or less ready to hand off to the next interim judge. So now, as an appointed county judge, Ms. Dunn will not be able to seek election to that office in 2026. That is that thing. She is appointed, but also state election law says since that's would be perhaps considered an unfair advantage as being an appointed incumbent, you cannot therefore be an incumbent. You can't run for that office.
Even if it's best for the county.
Even if it's best for the county. So 2026, no matter what, we will have a new county judge.
I see.
Or excuse me, that will start in 2027. Yeah.
Well, best of luck to Mrs. Dunn.
Sure. I don't think she's going to need it, though.
Yeah.
No, if somebody could be overqualified for that position, she is.
There you go.
And I just couldn't have been a better choice. Quorum Court did great in that, and I'm just happy that she was willing to serve for this 4-year interim period.
Absolutely.
But because she's going to do an outstanding job, I know.
This is a testament to the kind of leaders we have here.
That's right. And what changing subject a little bit, but another big thing happened last night.
This change of subject brought to you by Kdqn Motorsports. Whether you need a tune-up or a service on your existing ATV, Kdqn Motorsports has it covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 9 a.m. to noon on Saturday, 1587 Highway 70 West, right here in Kdqn.
Yeah, Freddie's the man.
Freddie's the man.
Yes, this is big, Greg.
Yeah, it is big. And we've talked about Ethan Gallagher on the air several times. He's been in here for an interview. Last night, he went over 2,500 points in his career.
Which is like just a handful of Arkansas high school basketball players that have ever done that.
That's right. Just amazing. Wow. Amazing for him. Congratulations to him. They had a big win last night over Horatio, and he picked up enough points to go over 2,500 points for his career.
Very cool. We're going to see 3,000 by the end of the season?
I don't know.
I mean, hey, if there's somebody who could do it, it'd be that young man.
Yeah,
and hopefully, I'm putting together a story from the interview we had with him last week. Hopefully, everyone had a chance to catch that because he's such an eloquent, well-spoken young man. Obviously, going to do some big things later on in life. And you know what? One of the things that touched me is as fantastic he is in basketball. He says if he feels like that's not the path that God wants him to follow, he won't follow it. He'll focus on his studies, and that's to have not just a young man that thinks like that, but a family that's going to be supportive of that decision too. I think if my dad hadn't sprayed his ankle that one time we played football together, he would have forced me to play, no matter what, no matter how bad I would have been.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? All right. Well, hey, man, local lowdown. Any last words to wrap up?
I'm good.
Yeah,
You're
well,
good.
hey, just congrats to Sandra Dunn. Congratulations to Ethan Gallagher, a couple of great folks, a long-standing leader, and to a young man who I know is going to be quite the leader in the future.
I like it.
Exactly right.
All
Awesome.
right. This local lowdown brought to you by Southwest Arkansas Accounting Services, 870-642-5900. They want to help more small businesses in the area. By Redstone Heat and Air. Stop by and see the new arrivals. Redstone Heat and Air. Give them a try, and you'll see why Redstone is the right choice for heating and air services. And, of course, by Kdqn Motorsports. Stop by and see the new arrivals at Kdqn Motorsports. We got your birthday club coming up in just a minute. It's brought to you by Dr. Frank Teed.
The city of Kdqn is asking all citizens to roll up their sleeves and join the fight against litter. If we want a clean community, each of us must do our part to eliminate trash and litter. You can help by picking up in front of your home or business, adopting a public spot, or picking up litter on your daily walk. Make sure trash isn't blowing out of your pickup. Ensure your trash ends up in the waste collection system. Your community needs you to fight litter blight.
You don't have to leave the area to get great eye care. Dr. Frank Teed at Arkansas Eye Surgery performs no-stitch cataract surgery on an outpatient basis. Dr. Teed and his staff offer great follow-up service right here. Schedule an appointment in Kdqn today at 642-2525 or 1-800-264-EYES. That's 1-800-264-3937. Dr. Frank Teed at Arkansas Eye Surgery.
This
Birthday
is your
Club.
Birthday Club brought to you by Dr. Frank Teed. 642-2190. Get your birthdays and anniversaries in.
Or you can call 642-3637.
898-3624 for those of you in Little River County. Or send us an email, numberonecountry@yahoo.com. Send it through on the Facebook, KDQN 921. Give us a fax, 870-642-2442. I got it.
They don't look at faxes, though.
No, they don't.
Till the next day, right?
That's right.
Yeah, pretty much.
They just lay there for 24 hours.
They
right?
do, yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, if you want to put in any type of shout out on Facebook Live, maybe your kid got an A on the test, maybe your wife finally went back and graduated school or college or something like that, got her associate's degree, it doesn't matter.
Your husband took out the trash?
Your husband took out the trash. You can shout it out on our Facebook Live and we will read it on the air. Boom.
Or you can, if that happens, you can probably hear her shouting out.
That's
him.
right.
Take out the trash!
Yeah.
And don't just take out the trash, replace the trash bag.
Oh.
Kyle.
Have you ever met somebody? Let me ask you this. I saw
What?
this. I was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm last night, and I saw something that I've run into before. People that do not put a liner or a trash bag in their garbage can, and then they expect you not to use it. Like you throw something in there, and there's like, no, that's not. That just basically shows that I know how to throw out trash. The trash goes in the back. That's right there. There's no liner in it. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever ran into that before?
No.
Yeah, I was at somebody's house and I threw like like an apple or something into just like, and it just went like not into it. And they're like, dude, that's not where that goes. I'm like, well, where's the garbage can? They're like, right there. The trash goes in the back, though.
Then why is it
I
where
know.
it is?
I've seen it before. It must be a Yankee thing.
Now I do sort mine.
Do you have like a paper bin and then a?
No, I actually have a food / anything that's gonna stink quickly.
Yeah.
I take that separately. Like food, I put it out for the wild animals.
Oh, okay.
So that keeps the possums and coons happy.
Yeah, and feral children running up.
Yeah, that's right. Anybody else?
Yeah.
And so we put that out back. So if, like in that case, an apple core, it goes outside.
It goes outside.
Yeah, it goes outside. We got a little pan. We put that stuff in, and we take it outside as it gets full.
Yeah.
Then diapers when my grandchildren are there.
Yeah.
Never go in the trash compactor.
This happened to me in a bank when I sat, and they had like up front, they had like a bunch of fruit and stuff, and I grabbed an apple, and then I was like sitting in like the loan officers blithely eating an apple, which is the only way you can eat an apple, by the way.
That is the weirdest thing I have ever heard.
What?
You're just eating an apple at the bank?
They were there. There was encouraged.
It's decoration.
They were decoration apples. And you can't, because here's the thing. If you sit down and you're asking for a loan and you're just sitting there like this with nothing to do with your hands, you look terrible. But check this out. Here's an apple, blithely eating it. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I could get, I don't know, 10 grand, And they have to give it to you.
They have to.
As the juice is just pouring out your mouth.
Yeah, that's
you're
right.
spinning apple seeds all over the place.
That's one of the good things about having a beard.
Yeah.
It stops that juice from running down your chin all the way down.
It
It just stops right here.
That's right.
Yeah, and then your wife has to deal with it.
Yeah. Stops it from running all the way down to China. That's right. They only gave me the loan to get me out of there. Whatever works. I got the loan.
I'm putting money on it that they don't actually expect people to walk in and eat the apples.
I was invited to eat the apple.
We're like, sir, would you like an apple?
Yes.
No.
It was coffee. There was waters.
Coffee
there was
and an
apples.
apple.
There was oranges. Oranges is a tough one, especially when you're dealing with paperwork.
The one you have to peel? I mean, a whole orange and you peeled it?
You had to peel it. I didn't eat the orange. I didn't go for that. That was too much work. So I just grabbed the apple.
And then you throw it in an empty trash bin.
Then I threw it into his decorative trash can. I threw it in there, and he's like, "Oop, that's not where." And he picked it out and put it like somewhere behind him. He's like, "That's not where trash goes." I was like,
"Put it with your loan application." It's gonna
Okay, but if you see a trash bin with no trash bag in it, don't throw an apple
what do you
carcass
have
in it.
What is it there for?
But I'm just saying, maybe he forgot to put the trash bag in, which clearly wasn't. But I'm just saying, like, you should just assume, oh, he forgot to put the trash. Don't throw it in an empty trash bin with no liner in it.
Birthday club.
Yeah, brought to you by Dr. Frank T. Happy birthday, Sissy Mendez. She's 34 today. We love you, Evelyn. Also, happy birthday to Rod Stewart, who turned 78 years old today. I'm going alone. I'm on my own. Happy birthday to Tamina Snuka.
I got that loan, Jen.
I got that loan. A wrestler. Pat Benatar. 70.
Wow.
I've got a big happy birthday going out to Carla Pruitt, and that is from Rick and family. Happy birthday, Carla.
Very nice.
Happy
Happy birthday, Carla.
Carla.
Happy golden birthday to my daughter, Gracie Jones of Kdqn. Love Mom, John, and Cherokee. Happy birthday, Gracie Jones.
10 years old, right?
Would that be 50?
I don't know.
It says golden, right?
Golden would be
50.
She turns 10 on the 10th?
Cherokee. Thank you. There you go.
50? Is that golden?
No. I think because my golden birthday was the 20th, March 20th, when I turned 20. That was my golden birthday. So I think she's 10.
I got you.
I might be wrong, but.
Surely nobody messes up that name but me.
No, well.
Cherokee.
Cherokee.
Mom, John, and Cherokee.
Hey, you know who else? George Foreman the first.
Hey.
The first George Foreman. Not
Not that imposter.
Through 28.
Yeah.
But the first one, 74 years old.
There you go. Wow. You can still beat me up.
Yeah.
You know those animations you did for the podcast?
Yeah.
You need to do one of you eating an apple at a bank.
Yeah. Blithely.
I want to know what bank this was.
It was a credit union. It was a great, it worked, all right?
Sure,
my plan
yeah.
worked. All right. If somebody offers you fruit, you take it. Are you of that class, Greg?
Well, did they offer it to you, or was it just sitting there?
They offered it to me.
They said, "Would you like an apple?"
Would you like a refreshment?
That's not a refreshment.
That's a refreshment.
No, refreshments are drinks, right?
No. Refreshment can be a sandwich. A refreshment.
That's not refreshing.
Yeah, a refreshment can be a bag of Cheetos. When they say we'll have refreshments,
yeah.
Hey, what's that? Oh no, Rick Pruitt to save the day.
Yeah.
He literally brought Tylenol for my baby.
Aww.
Where'd you get that, Rick?
VIP.
He went to the
MVP.
store.
He went.
You can't.
I went to the store.
You can't go to the Easy Mart, and that's not where you get baby Tylenol.
Hold on, we got to take a break. We go briefly, and we'll be right back with the Brew Crew.
Local farmers support our community, which is why Farm Bureau Insurance supports farmers with Ag Promise, a truly comprehensive policy that protects everything farmers rely on. It's affordable and backed by fast, friendly service. We promise.
In Sevier County, call Farm Bureau Insurance at 584-3911 and ask Alan Stark, Lee Hammond, Stacy Janes, or Michael Collins about protecting your agribusiness.
D&S Carpets in Ashdown and Nashville are more than just a flooring specialty store. They're experts in sales and design and will help you find the perfect floor for how you live. D&S features and installs carpet, hardwood, laminate, vinyl, and tile. They even install custom showers and backsplashes. They take pride in selling a complete package of services, which includes the very important process of installing your floor in a quick and professional manner. Their large selection, quality, and value make them the best choice for flooring in our area. D&S Carpets, 1380 South Constitution Avenue in Ashdown and 807 Mine Street in Nashville.
Classic Chevrolet is now open in their new location, 640 South Constitution Avenue in Ashdown.
Hi, I'm Chad Andrews. Put our customers first with our top-notch sales and service departments. We'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy ours. Stop by and see a great line of pre-owned cars and trucks, big boy lift trucks, or order a new vehicle conveniently online.
See the team at Classic Chevrolet, now open in their new location, 640 South Constitution Avenue in Ashdown.
Local farmers support our community, which is why Farm Bureau Insurance supports farmers with Ag Promise, a truly comprehensive policy that protects everything farmers rely on. It's affordable and backed by fast, friendly service. We promise.
In Little River County, call Farm Bureau Insurance at 898-3741 and ask Ray Tipton, Daryl Coker, or Robbie Chafin about protecting your agribusiness.
No, that's right. We're back live. Kdqn 92.1. Big shout out to Rick Pruitt. Helped me out.
Yeah.
Helped my family, since I cannot provide for them myself.
Mm-hmm. You gotta rely on other people.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all right.
Yeah, look at that. Boom.
Yep.
Boom.
I was at the bank before Christmas,
Yeah.
and it was the day that Razzle Dazzle had came in.
Razzle
which
Dazzle.
was great. They were fantastic. And then I went to the bank after work, and they showed up like in the middle of opening a new account.
Yeah.
So I was kind of stuck there, and like I wasn't sure. And then we finished it up, and
Did you get an apple?
I did not. No, but they had like hot cocoa
Wrong
and
bank.
Yeah.
I got a slow cooker.
You did. I won it in the Christmas Bad Santa.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
But I was
So you re-gifted?
I did. I've already got a slow cooker. It's perfect for the party.
Yeah.
I just bought one myself.
I know. I was hoping somebody who actually needed it would get it, but I'm pretty sure we all have slow cookers.
I need it.
Okay.
I needed
It's
the
great
tiny
for
one.
dips and stuff.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is like, I finished up the whole process, and I was trying to leave because I was in a time crunch, and Razzle Dazzle was still singing,
Yeah,
and
and
I
you
was
didn't wanna be
slowly. I didn't
rude.
want to be rude, so
Yeah.
I stayed for the entire performance again.
You can inch out.
Yeah,
You
I
caught
felt
them
like
here.
all eyes were on me. I was wearing a Mrs. Santa Claus dress too.
Nobody was watching Razzle Dazzle. They are watching everybody
Mrs.
watching.
Claus.
Yeah,
Mrs. Claus running out on Razzle Dazzle.
Yeah, she can't inch out on Razzle Dazzle. Well, that's your own darn fault.
I know.
I'll tell you what, it'd be your own darn fault if you don't adopt from Hochatown Rescue Center and Petting Zoo for your cats, dogs, rabbits, chickens, what have you. And if you adopt there, you get discounts for spay and neuter available through the adoption program. Hochatown Rescue Center at 9177 US 259 in Broken Bow in Hochatown. Y'all know where it's at. They have domestic, exotic, and farm animals. It's a rescue center, licensed wildlife rehabilitation personnel on site. Interactive educational experience for the kids. So it's a great place if you're wondering what to do on a Saturday morning with the old kids there. Take them over to Hochatown. There's a snow cone thing right next to it. Snow cone, Hochatown Rescue Center, petting zoo, pet a goat, adopt a cat, adopt a dog. It's all right there for you. They got pony rides.
Do they spay and neuter chickens?
No.
Okay.
They do. They'll make you a capon.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're not. No.
Okay. I just wondered because they said they spay and neuter and they had chickens. I just wondered if you had to get them neutered before you could adopt them.
No.
What are you doing today? Gotta go get my chicken fix.
Yeah, I gotta get my chicken fixed.
Can you do that? Now I'm Googling.
You get a chicken fix.
Do it.
Oh, you can do it. Yeah, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Hochatown Rescue Center and Petting Zoo can do anything. All right. They probably won't do that. That seems wrong. But they got hands-on, feed, pet, cuddle a wide array of barnyard, domestic, and exotic animals, wildlife, birds. Don't cuddle. Reptiles are not cuddly.
No.
So don't cuddle those. But
all little turtles are aren't they a reptile?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I used to have a beardie that would sit on my shoulders and
Yeah.
stuff.
Is that cuddling?
Nope.
They can be a little. You can have fun with a turtle.
Oh, definitely.
They have no emotional capacity, though.
No.
I had a turtle growing up. I named him Myrtle. And he died from the North Dakota cold.
You just let him out?
No. The house was so cold we couldn't keep it warm enough for him. So his tank was too cold. Everything was too cold, and he passed away. But if I wanted a new one, Hochatown Rescue Center and Petting Zoo. For you kiddies out there, if you want to get you a new fur baby or scale baby or feather baby, take them on over.
Don't let me go, though. I have a
Hochatown.
very serious problem with adopting.
Yes, you do.
Jen goes, there won't be any animals to adopt.
Nope.
Yeah, I know.
She'll bring them all
Nope.
home.
Nope.
You have to go to Jen's to get one.
Yes. Volunteers needed. Also, 12 years of age and older, always welcome. So visit Hochatown Rescue Center and Petting Zoo on Facebook and stop by there, 9177 US 259. You can't miss it right there in Hochatown. Big
cool
thanks.
place.
Big cool stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Kids love it.
Yeah.
Kids do love it. Jen, you have an apology for yesterday to make.
I do, yeah.
I think it was right around this time that you claimed a pretty big claim
Yeah.
that
No way.
was unfounded. That Patrick and I also we just took it at face value.
No
we just decided it was the truth. Jennifer, if you would please pull out the podium and tell us your mistake.
I said that John
Leguizamo
was an avatar.
and he was not, right?
No.
He actually hasn't been in anything since 1998,
I
right?
was trying to make a point that there are people of color in Avatar, not
not-
just blue people, but a diverse cast.
Yeah.
And
Because Avatar is under the new one is under attack right now from the woke army about blueface, people in blueface. They should have gotten actual blue people to play those parts. That's what they're saying.
Yes.
So
John
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
Racist.
is not an Avatar, and I do feel a little racist. I'm sorry.
No.
There are other Hispanic people in Avatar.
Yeah.
I'm sure, but it was
Are they
not
bad
him.
guys or good guys?
I don't remember.
Are they blue? Nobody. No.
Say-
blue
Well,
people?
maybe.
Like,
don't
are you
remember.
meant to get a person of color to play the person of a pastel color, blue?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. yeah. If you choke me enough, I'll turn blue. All right.
Not the good blue.
Not the good
Not
blue.
the blue of an avatar.
Oh, okay.
That would be an ugly blue.
Right. Did you watch the movie, Greg?
No.
No?
It was great.
I watched the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Did you
one.
like it?
I did watch it.
Yeah. Well, it's under fire.
It's been too long ago.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think it was okay. It was
Mhm.
not. It was kind of. Who did that movie?
That's James Cameron.
James Cameron, yeah.
He's a different dude.
Jim Cameron,
Different
as
dude,
I know.
and it was kind of
Jimmy.
Wasn't it kind of like a Romeo and Juliet kind of deal?
I mean,
With
well,
Dances
no.
with Wolves vibes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the thing.
No.
And by the way, how are you going to
blue
get
people but they weren't really blue; they were colored blue. So that
Yeah.
yeah.
But here's the thing, though. How are you going to get mad at a movie about people not being the people that they're playing? The movie is called Avatar.
Yeah, that's right.
Enough said, all right?
Yeah.
Mic drop on that. It might as well be called Not Actually These People.
Yeah.
That's what the movie should be called. Right. And by the way, nobody is realistically ever going to be blue. And yeah. And then also, why is it always like the American military? Like that's what it was, kind of like taking over a planet. Like why couldn't it have been like terrorists? Who
This
like
is not as
went
believable, maybe.
It's more believable than us going. You know what? Why not Al Qaeda? why not have a movie where Al Qaeda goes over there?
I guess I don't.
Takes out their civilization. You know. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, I just want to say something before we get into the news. Brendan Fraser did get a nomination for Best Actor in a Drama for the Golden Globes tonight, but he's not going to the Golden Globes. So.
Is he protesting it or something?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, for a good reason.
What's the reason?
For some allegations he made like a decade ago about like some Harvey Weinstein stuff.
Weinstein.
But it happened at the Golden Globes or something
Against
like
whom?
that. Against him.
He is in disgrace.
No.
Brendan Fraser's in disgrace.
No, he had it happen to him. I'm trying to navigate this on the radio. He was a victim of a Me Too incident.
From Harvey?
From some.
Didn't seem like his type. Doesn't seem like Harvey's type, Brendan Fraser. That's odd. I got to look into this. Suppose it's time to get into the news.
Yeah, you need to just shut up right now.
What? I'm making this show great.
No, you are. I said me. I feel like I'm digging a hole and we're all getting stuck.
I'm making this show great again, okay? It's time to get into the news. It's brought to you by Horatio State Bank. It's brought to you by Moyer Equipment, proud sponsors of this last news broadcast. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Your local news leader is KDQN, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana. Local news this hour is presented by Horatio State Bank. As a full-service bank, we'd love for you to join our family and let us help you meet your financial needs. And by Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in Kdqn and Idabel, your Kubota dealer.
For KDQN News, I'm Patrick Massey reporting. Monday was a history-making day for Sevier County, with a new county judge named who just happens to be the first woman to ever hold the office in Sevier County. During Monday afternoon's meeting of the Sevier County Quorum Court, justices of the peace unanimously announced their pick of Sandra Dunn as the next interim county judge. She will replace Dick Tallman, who was appointed as interim county judge following the passing of Greg Ray in late August of last year. Tallman's resignation was accepted during the meeting, and his tenure officially ended at 11:59 Monday night. Tallman, who served as county judge for 16 years between 1994 and 2010, agreed to the interim appointment through the remainder of Ray's 2019 through 2023 term. Tallman said he was honored to serve out the term despite the tragic circumstances that preceded it.
I kind of felt like it was my duty to at least offer because, you know, in that period of time right after Greg passed away and he was so well thought of, you know, the whole county was kind of in shock. And I thought, you know, at least I knew something about being county judge and could take over and finish out his term. And at the time, I didn't realize that, accepting the position meant I was going to be there until the end of the next term. But as it turned out, we've got the right person to fill in as county judge, and I was here for 8 terms, and frankly didn't want 4 more years as county judge. But I'm so proud that I was able to help, and hopefully I didn't mess anything up in the last 4 months.
Dunn will be the first woman to ever hold this position in Sevier County. She previously served as the elected county clerk for Sevier and for the last few years as the administrative assistant to Ray and then Tallman. Tallman said the county could not have asked for a better person to serve as interim judge through Ray's 2023 through 2027 term. As Dunn was appointed to the position rather than elected, state election law will prevent her from seeking re-election in 2026. Her term as interim county judge will officially expire on December 31st of that year. Following the Quorum Court's decision on Monday, Dunn thanked Justices of the Peace for the opportunity and said she was honored by their trust in her for the position of county judge. In his parting message as interim county judge, Tallman reminisced on his friendship with Greg Ray. Tallman's 2 terms as county judge bookended Ray's time as county judge. Tallman knew Ray before that time, having endorsed Ray for his 2010 run for office. But Tallman also saw the work Ray had done for the county after he returned to the position last year following the tragic passing of Ray.
Greg was the road foreman. He took that job over just as I came back from the military in 1992. And he was the road foreman for the whole time I was county judge. And for me and Greg, it was kind of a partnership in trying to make the county do the best we could for the county. And you're right. I don't meet anybody that doesn't rave about Greg Ray. They loved Greg Ray, and they should. He did the best he could for the county. He was always energetic and always looking for something, better to do. So, I was very proud of him.
We'll be bringing you more on this story later this week, particularly an interview with Sevier County's new judge, Sandra Dunn. We'll be back with more local news following this break and these messages from our sponsors.
I don't want to think about retirement. I'm young. But I figured I need a plan. So I talked to Horatio State Bank about an IRA. Turns out, the earlier I start, the better. Now I can't wait to retire. Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
Kubota products provide the horsepower, versatility, and dependability to get the job done right. But that doesn't mean you can cut corners on your regular routine maintenance. Keep your equipment running smoothly by bringing your Kubota mower, subcompact tractor, or Hay Series tractors into More Your Equipment sales and rentals for a tune-up or oil change today. Call one of our experts for any questions about your Kubota products. Or stop by More Your Equipment sales and rentals in Idabel or Kdqn to keep your Kubota running strong.
And we are back with Kdqn News. Officials with Sevier County's new hospital say the facility is just days away from opening and only awaiting delivery of its needed pharmaceuticals, which are expected to arrive as early as this week. Sevier County Medical Center CEO Lori House said on Monday that the hospital received its final pharmacy licensure and is only waiting on the delivery of its needed medications before opening the hospital's doors.
Yeah, you can't open an ER and have somebody coming in that's having a seizure and have no medication to give them. We are, I think I've got 118 people on board right now, and we are ready to serve the public.
House hesitates to say the exact day the hospital will open, given the unexpected opening delays in recent weeks. But, however, she feels confident the hospital will open this month.
I'm going to say by mid-January, we're going to be open. I hate to put a specific date out there. It's going to be as soon as we can receive those medications and get them in our system. That takes 2 or 3 days. We are so close, guys. I mean, so very close.
The recent delays were largely a result of licensure requirements and resolving the relatively minor issues that would arise from the opening of such a complex facility like a medical center.
When the State Department of Health came down to look at our facility for our licensure survey, what we found is that our nurse call system had malfunctioned. There was something in the system. It either wasn't laid out properly. We really don't know what it was. It could have been a power surge, but what we had to do is we had to come back in and replace 39 modules and almost all the wiring. And that took a little over 2 weeks. And then we had to reschedule with the state to come back down. So the state came back down, they went through everything, they gave us a thumbs up, and they actually gave us our license that day. That was one of our big holdups. But you know, when you're dealing with the state or the government on anything, we have a timeline in our mind, and then there's the reality of how long it can drag out. You know, from what I can tell, there probably hasn't been a brand new startup full service hospital like we are in probably over 40 years. I mean, there have been some surgical hospitals that are very specific, and there's been hospitals that have been branches off of big networks such as CHI St. Vincent or Baptist. But, you know, this is the first time it's been done in this state in many, many years. In fact, the folks at DHS, they can't remember the last one, to be quite honest with you. So, you know, it has been a learning experience, but I think through COVID, you know, going through a pandemic, going through the nurse shortage, going through everything that we have, I think we've done very good.
Once open, the 15-bed Sevier County Medical Center will offer a broad range of medical services and will provide the first 24-hour emergency care unit in Sevier County since the closure of the privately owned Kdqn Hospital in the spring of 2019. In our next story, a Kdqn man is in custody in Garland County after he was arrested Sunday on accusations of attacking his girlfriend and holding her prisoner at knife point for several hours. Caleb Austin Chapman, age 20, was initially arrested by Pike County authorities and handed over to Garland County Sheriff's deputies at the county line around 5:15 p.m. on Sunday on a felony charge of first-degree false imprisonment, punishable by up to 10 years in prison, and a misdemeanor count of third-degree domestic battery, punishable by up to 1 year in jail. According to the arrest affidavit, shortly after 3 p.m. on Sunday, Garland County Sheriff's deputies spoke to a Pike County Sheriff's deputy regarding an assault that had reportedly occurred in Garland County. The Pike County deputies were with Chapman and a 21-year-old female who had called 911 to report that Chapman had beaten her and threatened her with a knife over the course of several hours earlier that day. Deputies noted that she had injuries to her face and leg that she reportedly suffered in the altercation, which occurred at a residence in Garland County. The deputy spoke to the woman who stated she had been with Chapman at the residence since Saturday. She said Chapman was upset with her about quote-unquote messages he did not approve of, and they got into an argument. Following the altercation, Chapman allegedly left with the victim and stopped the vehicle at one point in Kirby. He fell asleep in the vehicle, and during that time, their girlfriend got her phone back, ran to a nearby church, and called 911 and her family for help. Pike County Sheriff's deputies responded and located her and Chapman. They reportedly found a knife in the car and took photos and statements from both parties. Chapman was then taken into custody. And finally, a reminder that tickets remain on sale for the second annual Drawdown fundraiser to benefit the Sevier County Fair and Rodeo Association. The fundraiser has been scheduled for February 11th, beginning at 6 p.m. in the Kdqn High School cafeteria. Tickets are $100 each and will include a steak dinner for two with all the fixings. Besides supporting a great cause in the Sevier County Fair and Rodeo Association, the event will also include another major highlight, a chance at a $5,000 drawdown prize. There will also be additional door prizes, raffles, and other chances to win, and to help increase those chances, only 140 tickets are being sold for this year's event. So don't delay, contact any Fair Board member to get a ticket ASAP. You can also reach out to the Sevier County Fair and Rodeo Association through its Facebook page. That's it for this edition of the news, but check out more local news, sports, and upcoming events online at kdqn.net. You can also keep up to date with us on Facebook. This is KDQN News.
Local news this hour has been presented by Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in Kdqn and Idabel, your Kubota dealer, and by Horatio State Bank. As a full-service bank, we'd love for you to join our family and let us help you meet your financial needs. For local news when you want it, 24 hours a day, go to our website at kdqn.net.
And we're back.
We are.
With Kdqn.
Live. The Morning Brew crew.
92.1.
Yes, we got Jen, we got Greg, and myself in studio for this 8 o'clock hour. Jen, you have been reading Harry Markle's book, is that right?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it just released today, but
Well, there was some it got leaked.
it got leaked. Exactly. Yes.
Are you not going to read it?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
I read all I read all I needed to last night about the royal family and the old Princess Diana scandal.
You know, I don't understand all that royal family stuff. What's our fixation in America with the royal family?
Because we don't have that here, I think,
Yeah.
and it seems like, I don't know, it's ancient. It's people love their traditions and stuff, and I don't want to say goodness, I don't want it to sound like you don't know what you have until you don't have it anymore. 'Cause we sure were glad to get away from the monarchy and the British Empire back in 1776, but it's one of those things where I guess we're one of the few countries that's never had a monarchy, so we get to look at other people's and be like, it's kind of interesting.
And we're definitely like a lot newer compared to them with their old traditions in the royal family. Ancient, yeah. So I don't know why we're so obsessed with it. But
yeah, I don't know. They're obsessed with.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Like I know y'all aren't old enough to remember when Prince Charles married Diana. I mean, that was a huge deal. I mean, for days.
Over here too.
Yeah. I mean, it was on TV. The whole thing. Showing it on TV.
One of the first news stories that I remember breaking when I was a kid, if not the first one, was Princess Diana dying, I think.
Yeah, that was huge for days. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the scandals obviously attract folks the most. I don't know if it's a little bit of what's the Schadenfreude, the joy, shameful joy, being like, we broke away from y'all 200 something years ago, and this is exactly why we like to see you guys mess this up. It's just weird. It's weird and archaic, and I don't get the whole thing.
Yeah,
I do like the idea though of people coming out and speaking about the stuff that goes on behind scenes. Behind the scenes. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the gossipy type thing I'm obsessed with. I don't know, but it's interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well,
I like drama.
Yeah, it's fun to. Well, I mean, that's just like watching one of these reality TV shows. You watch Harry and William and all them, and get all the dirt on all of them. That's all that is, a reality TV show.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
And we're fascinated with the monarchy over here. They don't really have like celebrities over there, right? Or all the good ones come over here anyway. So they are fascinated by our actors and actresses here. So it's a cultural trait, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are our kings and queens then.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Like sports figures and and movie stars and stuff. They're more like, okay, I got you. I can get.
Yeah, one of the biggest, most knowledgeable football fans I know is a British guy. I mean, he could tell you stats from like every college team, loves the NFL, and it's just something he did not grow up with.
Right.
Came here and just absolutely loves it. It's just diehard about it. So, I mean, he'd be the one like maybe. You better, if he's at a home game, he better be in the home stadium because he's going to get in a brawl if he's over in the visitor side. That kind of guy. But please.
I was going to say one thing that leaked in Harry Markle's book is his so-called like body count from when he was in Afghanistan.
Like 25 Taliban.
Yeah, and people are saying you shouldn't be saying those things because now you have an even bigger target on your back. You are like, you're a royal. First of all, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, he's get in line, I guess. Taliban, if they're really going international revenge killings, they got their work cut out for them.
Yeah, true. But I mean, it's an easy target, I think, as well. That could upset them or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. We'll not read the book. Suggest that nobody really does. I mean, I know they need the money, so that's definitely that. But Greg and Jen, I failed to mention when we were doing our local lowdown earlier is that there's also a big change coming in the courthouse. With a new county judge, there is a spot open in that office now for the assistant county judge, secretary to the county judge, and I just happen to know the person who's taking that position. I'm not going to say who it is, but I think it is a good fit both for that individual and for the county. I'm really excited to see that the big change in that office with two new people, or two people taking two people that a lot of people are going to know, but taking new positions in the courthouse, and that's going to be real exciting.
Very important position.
Very important position. As soon as I have the permission to say that, say things on the record, I will give a shout out.
Yes.
More descriptively.
Save it for the birthday club, please.
Save it for the birthday club.
We need shout outs, right?
We do. No, this is bigger than the birthday
Either
club.
that or they start talking about avatars.
Yeah, and eating apples at the bank.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, Greg, you are decked out in sale barn fashion today. Are you going back?
No, I'm not going back. But I'm looking forward to getting my check today.
Okay,
they're mailing my check because I didn't hang around to get it.
You're not waiting by the post office just yet?
No, it'll get here.
What did you sell?
I sold some calves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I sold some calves, and man, you talk about there are so many people selling cattle right now. I mean, the prices are up some.
Not selling out though, right?
No, some may be.
I guess
some may be some, but I mean, a lot of people are short on hay and feed due to the fact of the drought this year and earlier. And they told me, and I saw a picture of this, the McDaniel Livestock Exchange over in Millerton or Valiant, close to Valiant. I call it Valiant, but I think it's actually Millerton. But Sunday night there was a line that was over a mile long for people. I mean, it was taking like 4 hours.
Yeah, you take your standard F-350 with a 40-foot cattle hauler on the back. That's like 3 trucks, right? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, it was. I know there were some people that went and turned around and came back.
Oh, really? Wow.
They didn't want to wait in line.
Wow.
Dang, okay. It was a first sale of the year, I guess.
Monday, probably.
Yeah, okay.
Probably was their first sale of the year. And it was Saturday. I went to J&J Saturday, and it was just packed too. You couldn't find. We walked in. We were going to watch the sale for a little while, and just no place to go.
Well, maybe with this weather, which we should jump into here. I got some. We'll talk about that as soon as we jump in, because of course this weather brought to you by Genuine RV and Power Sports.
Choose the option that best describes your lifestyle. Option A. Option B. Option C. Or all of the above. Whatever you're into, Genuine RV and Power Sports has it covered with a large selection of new and pre-owned RVs, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, golf carts, and more. With exceptional customer service and satisfaction. Genuine RV and Power Sports, 1300 Northeast Lincoln Road in Idabel.
Number one country
Weather.
Time now for weather.
That's right. Brought to you again by Genuine RV and Power Sports. Today, looking at a high of 69. Going to be a beautiful, mostly sunny day. Tonight's low, just 52. Going to be mostly cloudy. Tomorrow, get this, 75 degrees.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be like April tomorrow. Of course, with that significant weather change, unseasonably high tomorrow is coming ahead of a 30% chance of rain Wednesday night. So we'll see if that shakes out. The rest of the week, we're going to see highs in the mid 50s to high 50s, and we're going to see a couple of lows right at the freezing point, maybe dip just a little bit below. So, but all of this is ahead of another potential for some rain next or in the tail end of the weekend, Sunday night, 20% chance of showers. Martin Luther King Jr. Day has a 40% chance of showers. Of course, we'll see how that all shakes out closer on. But in the meantime, just enjoy a couple of really, really nice days.
Yeah.
Right now, it's 38.5 degrees.
38.5 degrees. Thank you, Greg. Great point. And now, what I was going to say is with these temperatures, we gonna get some grass growing in January?
You know what? I mean, winter grasses.
Well, yes, yeah,
like
yeah,
rye,
sure.
Little fescue may grow.
So
that's
good
great.
for that.
So
Yeah,
that's good for cows.
Good for cows.
Yep.
So
and
getting enough moisture, I suppose.
And there is enough moisture in the ground to grow some grass now.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, that's good. After that, what we had last year.
Yeah, I was looking. I had to go actually made 2 trips to Nashville yesterday, and one to Hope, one to Nashville, and there was a couple of pastures over there just totally green.
Beautiful.
Yeah, looked good. I was thinking while you're reading that weather, though, I may just pull a Jay Lindley today and just 9 o'clock run out of here, go get on my motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what he used to do, just run out here and get into this Mustang,
Yeah,
put the top down,
get the top down.
head west.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So with these warm weathers, not something that I've really experienced in the past few years, but will the trees start budding? Like, will it feel like start to actually?
I don't think so. Like that takes the trees are pretty smart about all that. It seems I never noticed them bud early. Now other plants like I've got like certain spring, like my wife's like lilies and the elephant ears and some of the cannas they're starting to pop up already.
Yeah.
They'll get killed, but they'll come back again. So it is very confusing for some plants and stuff. But I think trees they kind of shut. They go into a dormancy that it'll take actual spring to shake them out of that.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah, I'm so ready for spring. I've had a few days of winter. That's enough for me. I am ready. Spring that's why I moved to Arkansas.
Yeah. I was thinking yesterday that last summer was unreasonably hot, and I was excited for it to be over. And then, like, just a couple of weeks into winter, I'm thinking already, man, I wish it was summer.
That's Arkansas for you.
Yeah.
You get it, and then you just want what you don't have.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, Lisa, hey, 2022, we got it all. We had snow at the beginning. We had drought. We had some of the hottest days on record. Then some of the coldest days on record.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a typical Arkansas year.
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
Yes.
I realized I hope the grass in my lawn grows. I need to put out some rye or something, some winter fescue or something. Because I realized yesterday that I left my lawnmower with a full tank of gas. And it's been 3 months, I think, since I ran it. So
that's not good?
That's not good.
Do you use ethanol or do you use
non-ethanol? Yeah,
be all right.
I get that TJ
As long as
gas.
it's full, it's okay.
It's to the top.
Well, you don't want to leave it halfway full. That's when you get that moisture in it that gets water.
Dry rot out your fuel lines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got a siphon. I had to do that last year because I left about a half a tank, and I feel like I've heard that before, so I siphoned it out. But I don't know. I might just ride it empty today. That's what I'm thinking. Mulch up my leaves and then burn them.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got to take a quick break, and then we'll be back.
All right.
Sound good?
Harvey?
Whatever you want to be, it helps to be well. An active, healthy lifestyle is key. We offer tips and support to quit smoking and address health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure. It's never too late to make decisions to help you be healthier and to be the best version of you can be. Call 833-283-WELL. Be you, be well. This ad brought to you by your Master Tobacco Settlement dollars at work.
Do you need health insurance? Open enrollment for the Arkansas Health Insurance Marketplace is happening now. Do you have questions about plans and coverage or need help with enrollment? Visit myarinsurance.com to connect with an Arkansan waiting to help at no cost to you. But hurry, the final open enrollment deadline for 2023 health insurance coverage is January 15th. Find help today at myarinsurance.com.
Got a craving for an all-beef quarter-pound made-to-order burger? What about a chicken fried steak, fish sandwich, or a pizza? If sweet is what you're craving, try delicious and creamy Highland ice cream at Wicks Lighthouse Drive-In. New managers Charlene and Ray Davis are serving up what you're craving and invite you to stop by and see what's new on the menu. Open Monday, Thursday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 to 6. Some Sundays 10 to 8. The Wicks Lighthouse Drive-In, proud sponsors of this year's Cossatot River basketball.
Applications are now being accepted for 1, 2, or 3-bedroom apartments in Kdqn, Horatio, and Locksburg at the Housing Authority of Sevier County, with offices at 304 South 13th Street in Kdqn. These apartments are available with income-based rent or flat rent. All applicants are screened and income limits apply. Central heat and air and a stove and refrigerator are furnished. Offering safe and affordable housing, it's the Housing Authority of Sevier County at 304 South 13th Street in Kdqn. Call 642-2960.
Come on out to Ho Chi Town Saloon and experience their restaurant for lunch, dinner, and Sunday brunch. Discover their live music Friday evenings at the nightclub. Visit www.hochitownsaloon.com for more information and ticket prices. There's something always going on at Ho Chi Town Saloon. Bring your friends and see the 2-story big screen TV. Cold drinks, delicious food, entertainment, and fun times are in store at Ho Chi Town Saloon, located in the heart of Ho Chi Town.
And we're back with the Morning Brew.
That's right. So, hey, you said you were looking into some historical stuff?
Yes.
Boring?
Not well. I don't know.
I don't
Sometimes it's boring when you talk about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
That's just yeah. I'm not
I'm
allowed. I'm
joking.
not allowed to talk about that stuff anymore.
That's right.
And I don't. When was the last time I brought it up? It's been a long time. All right, I'm
Okay.
behaving.
Well, I think this is kind of pertinent, so I
Yeah.
think we could talk about it. So I have a list of predictions made in 1923 about
100 years later.
100 years later, and I kind of wanted to go over it because some of them are funny.
Dang, man, it's been 100 years already.
Yeah,
Look at that.
it has. Weird.
So I read that they compiled this. They looked at a bunch of newspapers from 1923 and what futurologists were predicting.
Yeah.
And I thought, some of this stuff was pretty spot on, I think.
First on the list, by 2023, there will be no mail between New York and San Francisco. Pittsburgh and London concerns will record on talking films. Orders from merchants in Peking and 1,000-mile-an-hour freighters will make deliveries of goods before sunset. Watch-size radio telephones will keep everybody in communication with the ends of Earth.
Peking. Freighters?
Am I?
No, you're fine.
Oh.
Peking. Beijing now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they changed it up.
Yeah, well.
Changed it up, man.
I said freighters, right? Freighters. Oh.
Yeah, it's all right.
Freighters.
They're doing that, though. Amazon does it.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Everywhere except Sevier County.
Watch-size radio telephones. You got a smartwatch.
That's right.
Yep, got a smartwatch right there.
Yeah, so
do you feel smarter for wearing a smartwatch? Or do you feel more annoyed?
It makes me very intelligent.
Yeah.
Wearing that watch.
There's that. One of the things that I had laughed at when I was reading that is they said that all men in 2023 would have curly hair because they said that there would be a decline in gender. What am I looking for? Gender separation. That the genders would be coming together.
Yeah.
Well, they're wrong on that now because now there's 1,000. All right, it's been split into, and instead of just becoming one, which is weird, we managed to make 1,000, which is just as weird, I guess. And,
they also said they predicted that all people would be beautiful.
I guess because only beautiful people would have kids, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's not. I don't think that's very true.
No.
All right.
I'm a testament to that. Me and Greg.
Yeah, we're definitely testaments to that.
No. No more hard work by 2023. Dr. Charles
Amen.
P.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dr. Charles, the electrical expert, believes that the time is coming when there will be no long drudgery and that people will toil not more than 4 hours a day owing to the work of electricity.
Oh, okay. We'll just all be lazy then.
Yeah. Yes, I'm kind of curious. Owing to the work of electricity by like robots, does he mean?
Yeah, I
or
guess. Well,
maybe-
just that with so many manual things would now be able to be automated, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny, that is what there's thinkers who say we're on the cusp of reaching that in the next few decades or next few generations, where automation will make it where so many things just don't need to be done by people anymore, and the risk you run there is that we're eventually going to create a useless class. You know what I mean? Like people who just who aren't skilled or technical enough to become the people who work on the robots that do all the
Right.
And so that was one thing that Andrew Yang, if you remember his 2020 bid for U.S. president, he kept harping on about was we got to prepare for the useless class. Now, I don't think he called it that. He called it something else. But the idea there's going to be a lot of people in the future who just simply won't have jobs.
Right.
There'll be no jobs for them. What are you going to do? That's where the UBI, the Universal Basic Income kind of thing. So literally in the future, pay people for not doing anything. So I don't know. I think work sets you free. I hope work lasts for a long time.
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought it was interesting. The comment underneath that said, "This is actually frustrating me because the mental workload in my field has increased probably 20 times due to computers." So
yeah, it's a lot of things like smartphones, they came out to be like, hey, let's make your life easier. And if anything, I'd say it's made life much more complicated. Maybe it hasn't made life harder, but the fact is that now you're always accessible. Now, back in the day, you just checked your mailbox or if somebody else needed to get a hold of you, they came by or they just gave you a ring or something. And you better not have party line and your neighbor be on the phone, or else they're not going to get through to you anyways. Now you got texts and you got tweets and you got emails and you got Gmails, all of that stuff. So I don't know what you think, Greg.
What do I think?
Yeah.
You know what?
done with it?
You know, one of the things I dislike about smartphones more than anything else is that I call somebody, it goes to voicemail. They've got a message on, they say leave a message. So I leave a message. They never call back. And I say, I called you. Well, I don't check my messages. Well, then why do you have it on there?
Yeah.
But if you text them, they'll answer you right back.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be one of those. There is a thing, I'll just say, among a younger generations that if it's something left on a voicemail, it's not worth listening to.
Yeah.
It's got to be if you need to get a hold of somebody, you send a text message.
Hey, here's the deal with me is I'm all in on that. Just don't leave an opportunity for me to leave one.
I don't believe I do on my phone. I think you call it says this voicemail's not been activated, and it's just because I don't want to force you or to have you leave a voicemail that I may never get to. Yeah. But I would call you back. I've definitely, I'm still like, if somebody, there's a lot of people, I got a text message from a guy recently. He was just like, hey, call me as soon as you get a chance. And I've told him, I was like, man, you feel free, just call me anytime. And if I can, I will answer, And he says, he's like, I'm afraid to just call people on the first go around. I feel better about texting them first.
Definitely.
Yep. And I get that, and I'm with that. If I call somebody and it goes to a voicemail and says, leave me a message, then I expect you to listen to my message.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'll give you that, old Greg.
But I know.
Suppose, another thing you could do if you don't want to listen to your messages or, whatever, just turn your voicemail off.
Yeah.
So you don't have the option, so nobody has the option.
That's right.
Yeah.
What terrifies me is when I text my wife and then she calls immediately afterwards. That'll put a chill down my spine every time.
I do that a lot too.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna, like if you text me and say, hey, you want to go to lunch, and my answer is yes, I'll text you back. But if I've got to do some splaining, then I'm going to call, because I don't want to sit there and text.
But that's considered like a social faux pas nowadays. If someone texts you and you call them back, which I'm still like, man, I am a terrible texter. I'm one of those people, I put periods, like my fat thumbs always hit the period, so all my words are spaced out with periods, which also messes up the autocorrect. It's getting messed up. So now I'm misspelling words in there, and the text is I'm trying to get through it fast as I can. I can type like 100 words per minute. I've done it correctly. I am a fast typer. Texter, I'm the slowest in the world. My baby can text faster than I can.
Are you, how do you text? Do you text with your thumbs or?
Yeah, just one at a time. Yeah, and I have to look, even though it's still QWERTY. I get a text from a buddy. I'll usually call him back afterwards, and usually it's like trying to get my way out of like coming by their house to hang out or something. So I was like, I can't just type a long excuse. It's going to seem like I'm lying. I'll call them and be like, I can't, man.
Yeah. I notice your wife does that to me sometimes, which I super appreciate, actually. If I ask her a question and it's just like, maybe she can't convey it right through words, she'll give me a call. But it does send a chill down my spine too, because I'm like, did I do something wrong? Why is she calling me? Don't yell at me.
Well, so that, man, nobody wants a long text message.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Definitely guilty of that. I'm very guilty.
I have got some monster text messages from you, and I'm like trying to reply, and I see that it says Jen is typing another message. I'm like,
I'm so bad at it. Sometimes I just have to get my thoughts out, and I don't know how else to.
I wasn't really planning on writing an essay today, okay, but apparently. Yeah, can I just call you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's where I'm at. I think texts are for short things. Like, hey, we're going to meet up soon, or we're going to, let's go have lunch.
Yeah.
Those kind of things like that. But when you start
OMW.
Yeah. When you start talking about, get into paragraph long things, then I just want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't, mainly because I'm doing something else. If I'm texting, I can't do anything else. I have to sit there and
good point.
And, but if I'm talking to you on the phone, I can put it on speakerphone and I can be working.
Absolutely, I love that. That's a good point. And it's just sometimes strange. I still remember the day I was texting our grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
And I said something to him, and he wrote back LOL, and I was just like, just like what's going this world we live in.
Yeah.
Just, and shout out to our grandpa.
Yes,
he's
very
hip.
good.
He's hip on that stuff.
Definitely.
But I mean, it's just a weird thing to be like, I was texting my grandpa. It's weird.
Yeah, that reminds me of somebody's mother. I can't remember this story, but somebody's mother was typing. Somebody passed away, and she typed LOL.
Yes, lots of love.
Lots of love. not laugh out loud.
What?
Yeah, your mom died. LOL.
Yeah, that means.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think I found a new New Year's resolution. I'm gonna really mindfully try to keep my text shorter.
Yeah.
All right. I'm really gonna put some effort into that.
And they say, hey, I have really tried to be shorter on my text messages after reading some study that suggests the longer your text messages, the more likely it's filled with lies.
Yeah.
And I don't want, I was like, if that's the perception out there, I'm just going to be as short as quick as possible.
Yeah. I remember you saying that, and I really was like, I'm not lying.
I know. I'm not accusing you. I
know.
Yeah, but
I'm going to make an attempt, okay? A very concerted attempt to be shorter.
When you send one of your nice text messages, hey, I just really appreciate what you did helping me out with a project, the house the other day. I'm just like, you're lying. You lie.
Because it's too long. It's too long. Which makes absolutely no sense to me. So you can call and talk for 15 minutes and it's not a lie, but if you send a long text, it is a lie.
Well, it's texting. You think it's probably easier to lie in a text than it is. You can. You don't have to be a trained detective to pick up on lying. Those kind of inflections in someone's voice, where they're just like, "So what do you got going on later today?" Well, I don't know. I think a frog was going to steal my shoes. And Texting and sick. Oh, Tyler says big no. Big no. Or
if it's like I'm sick, I'm not coming in.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do that.
So
I do that. I got to tell you every reason why I'm sick, because I want you to believe that I'm actually sick.
When it is sometimes better, though, you only do that if you're like faking sick. Otherwise, you want to call and be like, oh, God. And then, and they're like, wow, you better not come in today.
Yeah.
Yeah, one time I wouldn't accept a text as an answer. You had to call.
Yeah.
I got over that, though, because it was too hard.
You ended up having no employees afterwards.
That's right.
That's one of those, I guess just as an employer, the things that you're having to put up with now with the millennial and the Gen Zers as employees,
Yeah.
And that's just what you got to deal with, I guess.
I guess so. I have a millennial for a boss, though, so it makes for interesting.
Me too.
Oh, you get the worst of both sides then.
I actually have two.
Yeah. I text Tyler saying I'm sick, and he's like, yeah, well, I need a mental health day, so you have to go to work. All right, we got to take a quick break and play some musical chairs. We'll be back.
Hey, Sevier County, have you heard? Teeter Motor Company has moved in right next door. That's right, Teeter Motor Company is your new neighbor in Polk County, and they want to show you why they have been the program car leader since 1968. It's a short drive to get the best deal on a pre-owned vehicle from Teeter Motor Company in Neenah. Just stop in and see Shannon at 1201 Highway 71 South or give him a call at 479-243-2040. And remember, the deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
Got jobs that you need to get done? Start your projects off right with quality tools, products, and expert advice from Southtown True Value Hardware in Ashdown. They have the know-how to answer your questions, assist with projects, and find ways to make your home maintenance and improvement ventures a whole lot easier. Southtown has a great paint center: lumber, cinder blocks, plumbing, automotive, electrical, lawn and garden, just about anything you need to get that job completed. And they are right here in Ashdown, located at 550 East Wood Street. Start right, start here. Southtown True Value Hardware in Ashdown.
Attention big rigs, flatbeds, lowboys, double drops, and semis. Stand by for a 1044. If you need tires, brakes, seals, metal fabrication, or basic mechanic work, come to Watkins Service Center at 5827 Highway 71 South in Cove. My daddy and his team are the best in the business. They'll get you fixed up and back on the road in no time. Watkins Service Center also repairs cars and pickup trucks. Just stop by or give us a call at 870-387-3046. J. Watkins, Watkins Service Center in Cove.
Bank of Locksburg is now Southern Bancorp.
We're a mission-driven community development bank based right here in Arkansas, offering services and products to help you along the path to economic opportunity. From credit counseling and financial coaching to flexible accounts and loan options. Start your wealth building journey by visiting banksouthern.com or stop by our branch today to learn more. Southern Bancorp, a bank on a mission to be wealth builders for everyone. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
That's right. We're back live. KDQN 92.1 with the Morning Brew.
Yep.
Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Big days ahead of you. You got lots of plans.
Well, actually, after I heard the weather,
I
think I'm going to take a Jay Lindley.
Take a Jay Lindley.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the road.
In some sweatpants?
Nah, I'm going to get on my motorcycle and just ride.
Oh, okay.
Great day for a ride.
It'll be a good day for a ride, sure.
Supposed to be 72.
Mostly
like
sunny.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little cloudy out there right now.
Yeah, well, I'm going to wait a little while.
Okay.
It's
Well, there you
only
go.
40 degrees now.
Yeah.
Man,
Actually,
I'm
it just
playing-
went to 41. So.
Well, you enjoy your fun time. I got catch up to do today.
Catch up?
Catch up. No, not the condiment.
might-
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Well, I've got to finish my Sevier County Airport story. All right, a great story from Lawrenceburg Fire Department that I spoke with Fire Chief Matt Webb about last week, and then Ethan Gallup. Man, there's a lot. We got a lot. There's a lot going on, and I want to give it to you all this week.
Oh, I like it.
Yes, I got to get that all going.
I've got a sick child. I got a sick child I got to take probably back to the doctor today and go and find. I got to go find formula. I got to go find medicine. All the stuff that's like not available.
Man, those kids have ruined your life.
I know it.
Yeah,
I
it
know
just started, huh?
In Biden's America.
Oh, man. Just wait, buddy.
Just wait, I guess.
Yeah, it gets better and better and better.
Does it, though?
Yeah, just continually.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
my
goodness.
poor wife is she's having a bit of a tough time with the idea that Mariah is going to turn 1 year old next week. So
I can't believe
it's
it.
My thoughts and prayers out to her because it's been
That
real,
next
real
week?
rough. No, did I
Next
say
month.
next week?
You said next week, but
Oh,
next
next month.
month,
I'm
right?
Bad
Mike's-
father.
Yeah, here I am. Yeah, I know. At some point, yeah. No, Caitlin, her birthday's next week. Baby's is a couple of weeks after.
There you go.
Then it's our anniversary, and then I'm
Caitlin's
broke.
turning 1 next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough when you have like a sick child. You just don't feel like you can really do anything. You got to that's like utmost. The child already takes enough attention, but when he's sick, that's when you just got to he can only sleep on you right now. This is the only time he can get any type of sleep is when you're holding him or he's laying on you. You can't just set him down,
See, we've raised a far too independent baby. I'm
Yeah.
afraid she has never slept on me once in her almost a year of existence, except for a couple of days while we were still in the hospital, and she didn't have a crib or anything. But we were really adamant she has never stayed in the same room with us either, not a single night. Now there's been a night or two where Mama's stayed in there because baby was sick, just to be close or whatever. But now it's to the point she will not fall asleep unless you put her in her crib, turn the lights off, and get the heck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is extremely independent. It breaks my heart. I see sometimes babies. I see your baby. You hold him and he falls asleep, and there's a nice little connection. Mine's just like, "Ugh."
We want the opposite things. Yeah.
I think with my oldest, I would rock her for 3 hours every night.
Oh, well.
And that was when she was 16.
Man.
Is that an awe-worthy thing or I'm sorry you had to do that, Greg?
It was like
sorry to her.
And I don't know, I had one of those extremely nice vinyl recliners.
Yeah.
Those things that, and so I would be doing that and I'd be stuck to it by the time I got ready.
Oh, yeah. I guess I don't have a recliner.
Yeah.
That would probably be a game changer. But I've long, my entire life, adult life so far, I've resisted the idea of the recliner because I don't need to be reclining. I'll do that later on in life. That's the most comfortable thing you'll ever put your butt down
grinding.
on. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying. Yeah, a little bit.
Putting
yeah.
in work.
Yeah, making iron daggers and
It
mining
keeps you
rocks
from,
and stuff.
it keeps you from falling out on the floor when you go to sleep watching TV.
Yeah,
Fair
That's
enough.
what recliners are for.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're on the couch and you just roll out into the floor.
It's easy. And it wakes you up. It's a great alarm clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you're on a recliner, it just kind of as you watch TV, it just kind of goes back farther and farther. And finally
I
you're just
know.
like,
But I remember reading something a few years back that scared the heck out of me. It said that if you sit down for at least 11 hours a day, you have a 50% chance of dying within 3 years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
11 hours of the day.
If you sit at least 11 hours every day.
Do I sit that much?
I don't know.
I think I do.
Start getting standing.
Yeah, just stand.
I've sat 11 hours a day for 40 years.
Yeah, you're good.
So you've been flipping
in
the
3
coin.
years, I'm going to die.
Yeah, well, you've been flipping that coin a long time.
That's right.
I need to pull, like, I see what Jacob B does in that front office. He works standing up sometimes. I see that, and I think that
he's not working.
He at least pretended to work.
Well, he's
all
looking
right?
like
Well,
he
at least
is.
give him that, and I want to do that more. He's like exercising and working at the same time.
Yeah, it's those standing desks. They don't work. I don't think. No, that's not a good idea.
On my last job, I didn't have a chair.
Yeah,
that worked. I mean, it worked because it had to.
Yeah, I had a bar stool at that type of job, and that made it so you could, you were alert. You could swivel.
Okay, yeah. I had a shelf that I could prop a foot on. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's
I do
real
like
good.
that.
Yes,
Yeah.
But I tell you what, it made me. There's like one person once told me in that job, you don't let grass grow under your feet. Now, at first, I thought it was like a insult. I never heard that before.
Because you're fat or something, or like you're really heavy.
I don't know. It's because I like grass. Well, my thing is like I like grass growing.
Yeah.
So you're accusing me of someone who wouldn't let my grass grow.
That's a compliment.
It is. I know. I quickly was not stupid and realized that.
You just thought it was that the Yankee came out.
I know. It was just like my wife still likes to make fun of me. As once we were visiting my grandpa, and he asked me, he's like, "You dipped a line in the water recently?" And I'm like, "Grandpa, my wife is right here with me. What are you talking about?" And she's like, "He means fishing." Like,
that's right. I got one of these predictions pulled up here. In a reading of a forecast of 2023, when many varieties of aircraft are flying through the heavens, dirigibles will die.
And zeppelins.
Yeah. We do not begin the day by reading the world's news, but by listening to it. For the newspaper has gone out of business for more than half a century.
Yes, I remember that. And you know what? That one's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, what newspapers are left? I mean, you got your local ones are hanging on as weeklies. Even your big metro. I mean, your metro's got hit the worst. They're even. The Democrat Gazette issues a paper issue on Sunday.
Sunday.
That is, I think, Texarkana Gazette as well.
I think it's the same thing.
Sunday only. It's all this online paywall subscription readership. And I don't know. That's it's tough, but you know what? Hey, that's the change in times.
Yeah, it is.
And people don't want to pay for something like information. That's what we definitely live in a time when we think information should be free. And that's, what? Radio's great. You can listen to it. You can go to our website, kdqn.net. You can listen to us all day long, and
free.
We don't charge you a penny for it.
Yeah. So I don't like some of the ones that are like really accurate. I want the wild ones, like this one. A scientist says a century from now, the average life of a human will be 300 years.
Yeah.
Yikes! Isn't this really long, Greg? I mean, you've been alive for a while, man.
Like at 100, you'd be like 33 equivalent.
Yeah,
I can't imagine living 300 years.
Oh, I'm 29, and I'm like, enough of this already. Am I not close yet?
They're gonna have to improve the genetics before that happens, because bodies wear out.
Yeah, could you imagine a guy at 150 being like, "This is great"?
Yeah.
No, definitely
like the
not.
Grandpa and Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, that's
just sitting in the chair, just sitting there. Hey, Grandpa wants something. Give him something.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's another one. The private kitchen will disappear. Tomorrow's food will be seasoned and prepared by chemical formulas, which will preserve the freshness of fruits and meats, rid them of indigestible qualities, and send them to the table ready to use. Instead of sauces that merely cozen the plate, we shall have delectable blends of concentrated vitamins, calories, ferments, and tissue tonics.
It's called MSG.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I'm glad that's one thing. You have talked before, like, I'd like to just take the pill, and I think that would satiate you, and provide you everything. I wouldn't mind that, but then still,
The option,
like, yeah,
to go out for a steak dinner.
Absolutely. Well, I'll just say maybe in my earlier time I would have been like, yeah, of course I'm like trying to build a crowd. I don't have time to eat.
Yeah.
I can't just eat macaroni and cheese every day.
Yeah.
Or top ramen. So, but now that I kind of took over the cooking in our house the last couple of years, I like how cooking slows things down in your house a little bit. I like how it's a measured, deliberative kind of thing. There's there's ingenuity and innovation to it. There's a lot of different things. I mean, and I've learned that. I see that from Jen.
He's lying.
He's lying.
What am I lying
He's
about?
lying. The more you talk, the more likely you are to be
I know.
lying.
Yeah,
I love my
true.
wife's cooking.
End of period. End of sentence. Full stop.
I love her cooking.
Yeah.
Her pork chops, I'll tell everybody. The pork chops, the fried pork chops that she makes, if that's the only thing, I have begged her to let's just have that for dinner forever for the rest of my life. And she says, your heart.
Yeah.
You're a father now. You need to survive for a little longer.
I don't know how fat as I am now. Routinely, especially since the child, I'll be like 9 p.m. I'm like, I haven't eaten today. I would love the pill to just take, and then you're not hungry anymore, and it gives you all the nutrients and vitamins and everything that you need, just like an astronaut food. Like just pop the pill, you're perfectly satiated. Would you take that, Greg?
Definitely.
Yeah. And then you still have the option one night, go out and have a steak dinner or what have you, whatever your favorite thing is, make a paella. But then for like the weekdays, you're just taking the pill.
You ever had a really good paella?
No.
Explosion.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what it is?
It's like clams and stuff and a rice and
nasty.
It is not nasty. You've just not had a good one. I make a great paella.
Oh.
Yeah, here we go.
What?
He always makes way
Here
too
we
much
go.
of it.
I always
It's not
make
the
way-
way,
and I
it's
don't
not
know
what
what
you said. It's the way you said it.
I don't know what to do with it all.
Yeah.
No, I remember made.
Have you ever had his paella?
No, I haven't.
There you go.
Well, I made a big old batch of it. Y'all were all supposed to come by and have some, and nobody showed up.
Yeah.
That's because you were having paella.
Oh, it's delicious.
Hey, cook steaks and see if they show up.
The only thing is the most critical ingredient is saffron, which I found at Walmart for $25 for a little bottle. I was like, no saffron in this paella.
Yeah, see, screwed it up.
Yeah.
See, saffron is one of those things I figured you would be like, I'm going to eat saffron.
I don't know. Hey, I was thinking that at first, but then I read to make a good paella. You got it. The most critical ingredient in the whole thing, besides the seafood, is the saffron.
Yeah. Okay, fine, fair
And
enough.
trying to find like a alternative to it, they were like, nah, you ain't.
Yeah. Well, what is saffron?
Oh, some kind of plant.
Yeah, it is.
You can grow it. I think it's like a salvia kind of plant. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can grow it at your place, I guess.
Sounds fun.
I'm gonna do that this year. See if I can get me some saffron seeds.
Let's do it.
You can do it.
All right. We're going to take the briefest of breaks, and we're going to be back to close out the show, The Morning Brew.
Domtar makes products that people around the world rely on every day. We design, manufacture, market, and distribute a wide variety of pulp, paper, and personal care products, from copy paper to baby diapers. But how we do things is as important as what we do. We work efficiently, lead quietly, and let our products and customer service do the talking. Domtar reminds you to print responsibly. To learn more about paper as a sustainable choice, please check out paperbecause.com. This message brought to you by Domtar's Ashdown Mill, proudly producing paper and pulp in Ashdown, Arkansas since 1968.
Did you know the average person moves over 5 times in their lifetime? If it's moving time for you, Smith & Mounts in Ashdown is ready to help you sell your home professionally and quickly. And if you're looking for a new home, seek the help of Smith & Mounts, because nobody knows the housing market better, and you can have the utmost trust and confidence in how Smith & Mounts handles the negotiating and marketing process. Go to smithandmounts.com to see the residential, commercial, and land listings. 898-2429.
Agriculture is more than a business. It's a way of life. My bank understands agriculture. They're local. They're here for the long haul. Agriculture is a business that varies like the weather. That's why I need a financial partner I can grow with, in good times and bad, weather or not.
Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
All right, we're back live, and we're going to close out the show. We got a minute and a half, boys. and lady in the corner.
I
Jennifer.
got nothing.
I put some crappie in
You got
that first
anything?
paella. Yeah, hey, a quick recommendation. I watched, I am watching, I've not finished it, but a documentary on Amazon Prime about the 1982 Alpine Meadows avalanche. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. 7 people were killed in that avalanche. 1 survived. They found him 5, or found her 5. They haven't got to that part yet.
Yeah.
The survivor was found 5 days later.
Haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
5 days later?
Individual 5 days trapped under the snow, and this was like the perfect storm of avalanches. It was really like 5 or 7 avalanches that all like bam came in at the same time.
Yeah.
How
How about that one? That one that's about, what is it? The Devil's Pass or something, Jen? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
What is
it?
it?
That Russian thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy story there.
Yeah, I've read about that one before.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild stuff.
Yeah. They still don't know. I watched a movie on it.
They still don't know.
It was aliens.
Yeah. Or like
They
some
still
kind
don't
of
know.
abominable snowman or something.
Something like that, yeah. Like, because none of it made sense. The way that they all perished,
scattered, trauma, different. Not quite the trauma you would expect from an avalanche.
Yeah.
That's like the official what happened to. This is a Russian expedition, like in the 30s or 50s, somewhere in that time period. If you're somebody who likes those kind of like whodunits, the natural disaster whodunits and a lot
Which
of
cryptid?
mystery. This way it's very interesting. You just go read about it on Wiki. And,
Yeah.
it's a pretty interesting story. The Devil's Pass in Russia.
Nice. Well, that's it, man. That's the show.
That's
recommendation? You got a recommendation?
For the rest of
for
the day?
listeners.
Yeah,
What are you watching? What are you reading? What are you
What
doing?
am I reading?
Yeah.
Right now I'm watching 1883.
Oh, yes.
And I love it.
Is that the prequel to Yellowstone?
That's the prequel to Yellowstone.
Ah. Yeah.
Now there's an
Prequel's
1883. There's also a 1923.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm watching 1883. I just started that. I also started the new Jack Ryan series.
Okay. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love those guys.
There
He's
you
a
go.
good. He's good.
Yeah.
What's his name? John Krasinski.
Buff Jim Krasnaski.
Jim Krasinski.
Yeah. You got it.
John Krasinski, in case anyone
whatever.
really asks you that.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. I know
call him Buff Jim.
Just call him K.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And I am watching the newest seasons of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Very funny. I just like literally every 5 minutes. I'm laughing. I've never laughed at a show like I laugh at that show. Not Seinfeld. Nothing makes me laugh like that show. So there you go. Some recommendations around the table here. Story on which avalanche was it?
That's the 1982 Alpine Meadows.
There you go.
avalanche.
Netflix or
Amazon Prime. yeah.
Amazon Prime. You got 1883.
Yep, and Jack Ryan.
And
The
Jack Ryan.
series, that's on Amazon Prime also.
Yeah.
I
Curb Your
also
Enthusiasm.
Wrapped up by an hour-long biography of Mobutu Sese Seko last night, too.
okay.
Highly recommended.
Highly
If
recommended.
you're just interested in African dictators.
Yeah. If you miss Jen's pro tip, she recommends Fairy Tale by Stephen King. That's what she just read. So there you go. Lots of recommendations. Go watch and read all of them today, and we could talk about them tomorrow. For Greg and Patrick, I'm Tyler. This has been the Morning Brew Crew. God bless you. Have a great day.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana.